welcome to another episode of the Break the Rules live stream. I am your host, Lev Polyakov, at LevPo on Twitter. Don't forget to like, share, click the bell, subscribe if you have not already. We are a growing show, we're a growing boy, and we need all the nutrients we can get. Some of the best nutrients available is turkey. So if you eat enough turkeys, you're going to grow big and strong, and that's why Thanksgiving was not enough. We got to continue Thanksgiving with this official post-Thanksgiving roast of the Great Turkey Tom right here in the middle of the screen for all of you all of you good people. So we got a great panel here for you. Gio's going to be here a little bit later. And we got the wonderful Nina Paley joining us again. It's been a very long time. Nina, thank you so much for coming. So I know that actually, Nina, you're not going to be here as long. So I did want to start this whole thing actually talking about that Singaporean dude. So Tom, you did a great video about him. Can you let all the good people know a little bit about what exactly that is? And also, again, for YouTube purposes, we got to use Creole for some of the terms. I'm being extra paranoid right now. The gauntlet is going down. New Twitter CEO is coming in. Who knows what we're gonna be expecting from him. But anyway, Tom, go for it, my friend.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know we were gonna get right into that. Okay. Well, basically, my name's Tom, by the way. I don't think we've talked before, but I did this video on YouTube about Amos. I did like a long kind of tale about his life. And Lev had messaged me. He had seen the video. And he was like, "Hey, I noticed that this person, Nina Paley, who I know, was mentioned in your video and has started this GoFundMe for Amos." And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." And he's like, "Okay, we're gonna get you on Break the Rules." And I was like, "Okay, holy shit." So I guess here we are now on Break the Rules talking about Amos. Yeah,
here we are.
I mean, for the audience, as he said, we've got to speak in Creole here, but Amos was a guy who promoted some very interesting ideas. Well, originally he was kind of a dissident from Singapore for free speech. He eventually came to the U.S., promoted some very strange ideas about CP and predators and whatever, and people kind of thought he was trolling, and eventually he ended up being a criminal in the same vein of the shit he was defending, and now he's in jail. So yeah, probably gonna get extradited back to Singapore.
So Nina, you go ahead from here. What is your experience with this Amos character?
Well, first I want to say that, Tom, actually, you look like you're drawing, and that is so rare.
Do I? Okay, well, I'm glad you think so.
These drawings.
That is a big compliment from Nina Paley, because if you guys don't know who Nina is, she is one of the greatest animators of all time, I think, like right up there with Bill Plimpton, and, in the independent animation community, you are a real rock star.
Hang on a second. Why don't I know you then?
Yeah, what is
because
going on?
I've been canceled because I got canceled in 2017.
No.
Yes, I've been super canceled. In fact, I was just canceled from another festival that didn't get the memo.
If you're comparable to Bill Clinton, I should know who you are. Did you get canceled that hard? What happened? What the?
Well, we'll talk about that later. But anyway,
right.
regarding Amos Yee, and I believe it's pronounced Amos. When I was a kid, there were famous Amos cookies. So Amos rhymes with famous.
I think the way I said it in the video was Amos, because I looked it up and it's like a biblical name. So I looked up the pronunciation. It said that. So I was like, I'll just do that. But ever since, like, I've been changing it because each time I talk about him, someone will say, "No, it's Amos. No, it's Amos." So I've been changing how I say it.
Named him Amos Moses after a man of the cloth.
Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to call him Amos. It rhymes with something else too, doesn't it? Yeah. So I was one of those. I mean, I really enjoyed watching your documentary because it's been like, I don't really know what the hell happened to Amos after I broke with him. Yeah. So now I know. And
you didn't keep up with him at all. That's interesting.
No, I don't want to think about him for the most part.
Associated with the Amos?
I understand.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, I was one of the many well-intentioned suckers that got a valuable life lesson about people with personality disorders. But Amos was really young. We don't expect people that are that young to be that broken. But yeah. Watching the documentary, I thought, like, yeah, dude's broken.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's sad. I was relieved that he had been formally diagnosed as narcissistic.
A narcissist, yeah.
Yeah, because like I called it, when he was
a lot of people
yelling
did.
at me.
A lot of people did for sure.
He was yelling at me from prison, and I was like, he's a narcissist.
Why was he yelling at you? Well, let's actually scroll back a little bit here. What was the experience like of, okay, so he came to the airport, he came to live with you and your boyfriend at the time. What happened then?
Okay, well, I wasn't living with Teo. He was my ex. Was he my ex at that time? So Teo had teenage kids, and Amos was the kind of teenager, super bright, courageous, like totally unorthodox. So we like that kind of thing, right? And I had been in Singapore and spent time in Malaysia, and I was like, yeah, I know that like the rules are crazy harsh there, and he ought to be able to speak about whatever. So I was one of those pro free speech dupes. He kind of lied to me about coming here. He did not tell me he wanted to emigrate. He told me all his documents were in order. And actually, I warned him off because when he first posited the idea, Taya was like, yeah, you can come stay here and hang out with my kids. Everyone will have a great time. But that fall, Trump was elected and the climate in the United States changed. And I was like, yeah, Amos, I don't really think it's going to be what you think it is here. It's pretty bad right now.
If only you knew how bad things could be.
I know. It's like another weird thing is thinking about me. When did that happen? Was that in 2016?
Yeah, that was 2016.
Detained, right? Because that was before I was canceled. And it's funny because as a free speech champion of Amos, that was a time like of my own innocence before I was canceled, when I thought you should be able to say anything, and I had no idea.
Well, Nina, you're kind of beating around the bush as far as what exactly you got canceled for the people who don't know that much about you yet. So, can you give us a little bit insight?
Oh, yeah, I said penises are male.
There we go.
How dare you? My God.
Yeah, and apparently, by sharing the lyrics, if a person has a penis, he's a man. Apparently that makes me a transphobic, hateful, bigot, white supremacist, eugenicist, racist who wants to kill trans people. And
what
God
song
knows
is
who
that
else.
from? Where are those lyrics from?
Well, there's an old song that it goes to. These lyrics were rewritten by Connie Bryson, who is now deceased, but she was a Facebook friend of mine. And she called it the transgender song. And it just went, if a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man.
That reminds me of
I know a lot of women with penises. Many in my audience.
Some of our best friends have feminine penises.
Feminine penises, yes. Well, you
Why
youngsters.
is no one talking about the mouthfeel?
you youngsters, you're, on a different planet than me. But, even if your friends have lady sticks, we can still talk about it and talk to each other without canceling each other. Like even if I say women don't have penises and you say that they do, we can still talk to each other.
Well, that's interesting that you should say that, Nina, because one of the people who we're going to have on the show pretty soon, in a couple of weeks, is going to be Tommy Sotomayor. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of Tommy. Who here has not heard of Tommy?
I read that Tommy had a Twitter space and then Twitter banned him or something. So I guess he must be involved in this trans dispute somehow, but I have
not heard of Tommy.
Yes, so...
is he an ECW wrestler?
Well, speaking of wrestling, I think Gio should be here. He was here a bit. I'm not seeing him right now because I would really love his input on this as well. But no, Tommy Sotomayor is still on Twitter. He's still active there. But the general thing that went down there is he brought up a very, let's say, today controversial way of saying exactly what you were saying, Nina, and he got a lot of responses from people who were more on his side. But then as soon as with the exception of maybe one or two trans women who were there who were also leaning on him or at least not being hostile, everybody else just started posting pornography, just started doing all kinds of things to derail the stream, and was also speaking in this very kind of girlish, lispy, ratchet way. I think ratchet was the main way that he described it. So like, that kind of whole thing. And his whole rant was that why can't we have a conversation like adults? Why is it that every time people from this particular side come on, this is the reaction that they always have?
Do you guys have a theory as to why?
I don't know, Tom, you're the guest of honor. Why do you think?
I got no fucking idea.
Well,
I have no idea.
You're the youngest person here too, right?
Exactly. I am.
How old are you?
Oh,
I'm 19.
Wow, I can't even imagine what it's like to grow up surrounded by this much crazy. You don't even have anything.
Oh, you're probably used to it. It's like a person who works at a funeral home. They're used to the smell of the dead. They're used to the smell of death. So to them, it just smells like, I don't know, peppermint or something. It may be a similar.
Well, I'm from a very affluent kind of, I don't know, normal area. So everything I experience of this is just through the internet.
Well, affluent, that's probably even worse. I don't know.
Yeah, they have luxury beliefs. Luxury beliefs are the worst.
What do you mean?
Luxury beliefs that have absolutely zero practical value. They're a way to flaunt your wealth. So if you insist that trans women are women, for example, you can only do that if you are not in danger of going to prison. Because if you insist trans women are women, then men get sent to women's prisons, right? And this is a popular refrain among affluent women who will never be in prison, who have never had to flee to women's spaces, who have never had to run to the domestic violence shelter. You can only afford to say this if you're protected from these situations where you're going to be in danger. Another one is defund the police, right? Like that's a luxury belief.
Well, I don't really talk to women, so I wouldn't really know what they think, to be honest.
Wait, Tom, don't you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, they don't speak.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened with that? Can you tell us the story, Tom, of that?
I don't want to know what she thinks. So.
Yeah, who cares, bro?
Wait, she's coming on the show, right, Lev?
I don't know, Tom.
Hell no.
Tom, could she come on the show?
On the show.
That was the surprise guest.
Is she down the hall? Can you?
She's not down the hall.
She's under the desk.
Nah, she's in like Venezuela or some shit. She's not here.
She's in Venezuela.
The real
she's
Turkey
actually a
Tom.
very nice Venezuelan girl. I really appreciate her cooking abilities in that way.
The real Turkey Tom's girlfriend was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, so
do you know that song? I wish you could meet my girlfriend who lives in Canada.
It sounds like a Weezer song or something.
No, it's is it a? Oh, it's a Avenue Q. Avenue Q song.
So,
You ever hear the one about a man from Nantucket?
No.
Tell us.
What's the joke?
I once knew a man from Nantucket. He had a dick so long he himself could suck it. He smiled a grin with cum on his chin and said, "I think I'll do that again."
That's the coolest guy of all time.
That one got me going. I heard it. It elicited like a community response from me. I thought about
Welcome to the roast.
It reminded me of this Mark M. sick animation lyric from one of his songs. Last Christmas Eve, I tried to suck my own dick, got stuck in the position, and I hated it. Then down from the chimney came old Saint Nick. He had his camera on him. Now it's his MySpace pic. I mean, it doesn't work right now because MySpace doesn't exist, but you kind of get it. So, okay.
MySpace still exists in my heart.
Anyway, I should probably finish up comments about Amos Yee before I get testosteroned out of here.
Yes, go for the Amos.
Anything else you want to know about my experience with Amos Yee? Oh, right. Why was he yelling at me from prison?
Yes.
He was, from detention, because that's what he does to anybody that helps him.
You met him in person, right?
I never met him in person.
You didn't?
No, by the time I had the opportunity, I did not want to.
Did you talk to him online though, like quite a bit?
Yeah, we chatted in text a little bit, and then there were the phone calls from detention.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
not fun. Not
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could thank him for curing me. He was part of me being cured from enabling narcissistic men. He was one of a few.
Yeah. Well, he was just a boy. It's very weird for me to think about that. I'm now at the age where like I'm 19. I think he's 22 now or something. Like he's not that much older than me, you know. Like I could probably have a conversation with him and hold it. But he's a very like strange guy for me to be able to like look at through the internet and be like, wow, because it used to be when I was making videos, I was like 14. Now I'm 19. Now I'm like the same age as this guy, and I realized like how much this guy fucked up his life in the time that I've similarly like had to.
Wait, you caught up in age?
Sorry?
You caught up in age? What happened there? You were like you weren't the same age as him, but then you were. What happened?
No, we were never the same age. I'm just saying like it used to be. I used to make videos on people, and I was 14 years old, and they were. 20,
oh, I
so
see. You're the same age as he was when you did all that shit. Yeah.
Well, now I'm 19. And he's like 22, so it's like we're not that far apart.
What do you guys think the telltale signs of narcissism are?
Saying jokes from the 30s about men from Nantucket is a good sign.
Nina probably knows. She has experiences with Amos.
But as far as your
Mikey, dude, you're fucking Donatello, man.
Yeah. No, Michelangelo, not Donatello. But as far as what your significant other at the time experienced with Amos, what were some of the things that made him an unwelcome guest? You know, beyond whatever stuff he sent you afterwards.
Well, I wasn't talking much to Amos after I hit my limit. But Teo did invite him to his house. And you can tell in the documentary that he was extremely generous. Extrememely. Also
he
Teo
basically didn't even make him pay for shit.
Yeah, and Teo sent him money when he was in detention for all this extra crap that Amos bought. And Teo was his patron. And it's almost like Amos had to find something that even Teo wouldn't tolerate, and that was pedophilia. And for all we know, Amos found pedophilia because that was the only boundary Teo had, and he was just looking for one.
It is weird.
Into
it's
the
like
combo.
He had to find.
Already talking about pedophilia.
He had to find the only thing that both sides of the political discourse had to condemn, right? Like he came to the United States.
Oh my God, is Turkey Tom face doxing for this stream?
He came to the United States, okay? He came to the United States. After everyone in his home country fucking hated him, right? He's probably never going to see his family again. He comes to the United States, and, everything's okay for like a few weeks. He's got this internet career going. He's talking to Sargon of Akkad and, Cult of Dusty or whatever these dorks,
Medicare.
right? Yeah, Medicare.
Jeff Holiday,
he
of course.
hadn't talked to Medicare yet. But he was, he was like a free speech guy. Cool free speech troll, he's a weird guy, whatever. And so he comes over and he's like, okay, what can I do to make everyone mad at me? What about be a pedophile? And so he's like, I don't even know what to say about it. And it's especially ironic, as I said in the video, because he formerly accused his this guy Vincent Law, who had bailed him out of jail in Singapore. He accused him of being a pedophile, and now he comes over and he's like, okay, well, I guess it's my turn. I just don't understand it.
So is he a troll or what? Like, is this like the ultimate Andy Kaufman move where he's like, I'm a pedophile?
No, he's in jail right now for possession of child pornography.
Okay.
Well, cheese pizza, we have to say for YouTube purposes.
Sorry, for possession of cheese pizza.
Yeah. But anyways, this is the roast turkey. Sorry, I'm late. My other cat Gertrude just got fixed, so I had to go pick her up, and then reboot my computer and everything.
Yeah, I heard about your cat on Twitter. I'm sorry about that, Gio. That's very sad.
Oh yeah, Benito. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
But I hate to say it, but Benito wasn't long for this world. He just wasn't. He was too friendly with people.
Well, maybe he reincarnated just so that he can snuggle for a bit in the arms of Gio and feel nice for that moment.
You know what's crazy is that my one cat Hildy is almost like the reincarnation of my old cat Boots, the first cat I ever had when I was like 9 years old. And Gertrude's reincarnation of Patches. Just like both of them run to the litters. Anyways, this is the roast of Turkey Tom. I'm sure we're talking about the Amos.
Hold on,
Gio,
we're gonna get to the roast.
I also had a cat called Boots, and it was because
was
black. Yeah, it's because he was black and he had white feet.
Oh, because Boots had white feet too, and
yeah.
well, we named him after Puss in Boots because he almost looked exactly like the the original illustration from like the 20s, I think it was.
Yours
Yeah.
is yeah.
And,
Way
like,
more
all-
interesting
Wait,
than
Nina.
he's got white feet.
Nina, what about your cats? What are your cats' names?
Momo and Lola.
There we are.
Oh, Lola's a nice name.
So I don't know. I have
Like that that government mule song, "Lola, Leave Your Light On." But of course, that was talking about anyways,
Before we leave the subject of Amos, I just want to say that he does, it appears, Tom, have extreme confidence. And if there is this whole idea of project into the world what you want to achieve, and then the world kind of answers you, do you think that there are people out there who may not be good people, but may be so extremely confident that even if whatever we perceive right now as being the worst possible thing happens to them, they do end up bouncing back and become the next Jen Psaki or something?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, confidence goes a long way. In my life, I've noticed it's gone a long way. I've generally, like, if I'm confident I can do something, I will succeed infinitely better than if I'm, unconfident, which seems like like a cliche thing to say, but it is true. And so I think most people who speak with or speak as though they have authority will at least be able to convince some people that they do.
Yeah, I know what this means for where we're going as far as Amos Yee and all that.
I think I said this before, Amos Yee, and this could be an interesting discussion. Oh God, I think he's like the logical result of that, like 2010s, like early YouTube fedora tipping edgelordism. I think like he's the when I see the Amazing and by the way, the Amazing Atheist, by the way, was also implicated in some cheese pizza related stuff with his old DeviantArt. But
was he really? I didn't know that. Tell me more about
ancient.
that.
This is ancient. Okay, so this was when.
Tell us the deep lore, Geo.
I'll tell you deep lore.
I want to know because I'm not a huge detractor of Amazing Atheist, but I do like calling him fat, and so I want to know more about this.
This was if you look at if there's archives of the original Encyclopedia Dramatica article. This was back in like 2007, and he had this DeviantArt account where he posted some very suggestive things of the underage and necrophilic variety, poetry and visual art. Don't quote me on it, but this has been years since and he was also, there was rumors here and there from people that actually like lived with him, like the one filmmaker guy that went totally crazy. That was like his little Janny. So there's a lot of stuff to cover if you go to the original archives of the Encyclopedia Dramatica page on him. But I think what's interesting when it comes to Amos Yee is that in some ways it's almost inevitable that was going to be the outcome of like the Amos Yee, Jeff Holiday contingent, because to me, I think TJ Kirk, when you look at his content now, he sort of, he retains that early 2000s edginess, but now of course he has to entertain a bread tube audience.
But
is ED up right now? Can I even access that, or is it still down?
I think there might be archives. I think it's up because the one guy went to jail for an unrelated tax.
Dude, all these sites keep going down. You understand how frustrating this is when I'm trying to research some retard.
Except for Janny Josh.
If Kiwi Farms is down, the video might not be made.
Kiwi Farms is down?
It's keep
been
periodically.
Down for a while. They're getting.
Wait, Nina, do you have a Kiwi Farms account on the down low?
No, I don't have a Kiwi Farms account, but.
You were mentioned numerous times, though.
I know. I'm a based turf. The Kiwi, the farmers say I'm a based turf. That's awesome. But they've done outstanding research on.
I wouldn't call it outstanding.
Bad actors.
They've done some terrible research as well.
But they have
yeah.
broken some stuff. Like they have actually gotten information they've scooped.
Yeah, I mean for sure. The last thing I can remember was Isabella Janke, which was like, yay, Kiwi Farms, good job. And then they had to dox a bunch of innocent YouTubers that didn't do anything, and I was like, oh shit, well,
the Simpocalypse
here we go.
Is another one.
Well,
I think I only ever go there when the good people are saying oh my god, look what they found out on Kiwi Farms. So it's
they like me though.
Once every
I
4 months or something.
Me.
Well,
because I'm in the logo Campbot thread.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, not saying no more. But I think when it comes to Amos, it's interesting. Like when I was watching the video that you made, Turkey Tom, I think it really struck me how that sort of I can almost compare it to deathmatch wrestling, where it's you have to up the ante. It's first there's thumbtacks on the table, then there's fire, then there's syringes on the. I've seen a match with syringes on a table, by the way. So it's I think Amos realized that his time was quickly drawing, and he had to like invest further in the edgelordism. I don't know.
So he went full New Jack, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Because like New Jack, remember, he's like, you think I wanted, I was doing so much cocaine. You think I just wanted to jump off a balcony? He's like,
but I mean, make no mistake, like he is, a P word, a cheese pizza enjoyer.
Yeah, that is another. Yeah.
Which is like, I don't even know what to say about that. Like,
what do you guys make of? This is very relevant, actually. There's always been this, or in recent years, there's been this prevalence of P words in certain gaming communities.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
And there's been some recent drama in the commentary community surrounding, like, honestly, it's basically just defending like the actions of some accused ones and whether or not they were wrong or whatever, or like, yeah, it gets really deep with that. But what I'm curious about is, what do you guys think? Why is this so prevalent? Do you think this will continue to be prevalent? And I'll just put my idea out there, which is that as more of life basically goes to the internet, as more of communities go on the internet, there's not so much of a structured age range as there is in more traditional, real life things, like even school and things like that. And in these like gaming communities, there could be a 30-year-old playing Smash Brothers with a 15-year-old, and that's completely normal.
Or a 12-year-old.
There's also not enough adults in the room in general, as far as if a lot of people are just spending a lot of time playing video games, then their mental capacity, although it's not the same as saying, they are exactly the same as, a teenager, but the kind of interests that they have do start to align. So there's nothing that they end up wanting to reach towards more than whatever it is they spent time doing when they were 12, when they were 13. There's not even that much of a reason for a lot of them to do so, because what were you going to say? You're going to get this job, you're going to become a wagey, you're going to do all this stuff that, and for what? So that you can get married and get half of your money taken away? That's what I think some guys are seeing right now, the prospects being, and a lot of them are like, okay, fuck this, I'm going to play video games, I'm going to descend deeper into this hole.
I think, like, before we go on, to me, I could just be, like, totally off the mark because I'm not in these things. I'm not a gamer, but say if, like, you're a Minecraft gamer and you're, like, 30 years old and you have an audience of 12-year-olds. That's kind of creepy to me. I don't know. Like, inherently, there's something, there's a disconnect there.
I think that it's weird.
I think if you're interacting with them consistently, I could see that. I think if you're just like if you're just a children's entertainer.
Think about
if you're not Mr. Rogers,
that's fine. That's fine.
But if you're like in a call every day with a bunch of your 12-year-old fans, like I'd say it's a little like what do you have in common with these kids? You know what I mean?
I do think that it's kind of strange, just with how the internet is in general right now, is that it's so easy to just click a Discord invite link and just have people of all ages in one server just shitposting. Like, there's something weird about that inherently.
Yeah, I don't even have a server anymore because I had a really bad incident where someone that I had like on the mod team was doing some really degenerate shit. And probably could have continued the Discord after that, but basically this guy was in my server. And to put it clearly, to put it bluntly, like we thought he was just kind of a funny, edgy guy at first, but it turned out he was a wignat. And with that, he also had to be, kind of a creep. And so he was my age, 19, the age I am now.
I have to point out, wignat is a anti-white slur, so I have to rebuke you, Tom. No. You are rebuked.
I apologize. How do I even say this?
Was he perhaps a member of a certain Kali accelerationist group, or not related?
Oh God! Shut up!
I will say he did Adam Waffen post a lot.
No, that's different. That's a separate thing.
He did Adam Waffen post a lot for a different accelerationist group.
You mean an Adam Waffen poster that was trying to solicit? Never mind.
No. Okay. So we caught him having some very strange conversations with a 13-year-old girl. And I never saw this, but one of the things I was told was that he had gotten her to like draw a swastika on her forehead and like send him a picture of it while she was nude. Just like the most disgusting shit I've ever heard. So after that, This was like 2 years ago. I was like, no more Discord.
What was that
I'm
supposed to be,
done.
like leverage or something? Like, why did he do that? Like,
Yeah, basically he was collecting it from
Yeah.
her, and then he was like, now I have this, and if you tell anyone, I'll show it to everyone, and they'll see what a slut you are, even though he was
Right.
19 and she was 13.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
yeah, basically that happened, and I was like,
Well,
I think we're done with the Discord.
I don't think
So-
I don't
The
think people
approved
are
age
I don't
range,
think
right?
people are thinking things through. I don't
Oh
think
my
people are
God.
thinking things through with this. Like at the least,
Augie didn't even approve that age range. That's worse than a 0 age range.
Yeah.
Or is it the 0 age range? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think it's
It's-
close.
but it's like at least
Yeah.
Close, yeah.
13 and 19.
Pretty close.
at least
close
if you
to
were
that.
gonna do something like
That's
that.
Jagged Dylan Folk numbers right there.
That's not what
19 to
Augie said. Just
13-year-old.
saying. Just saying.
I know. I'm just,
on
I'm
the
just
subject
joking.
of like why this is so prevalent, I do think there's something to say about the fact that like it seems like it's way more prevalent in like Nintendo game communities and like the
It is very
speedrunning communities,
weird.
which are very
Why?
Nintendo heavy, versus like typical game communities, right?
Yeah,
Well, there are more kids in there inherently, right? That's
More
Yeah,
part of it.
kids.
It's
Also,
true.
like I think that there's more of like an outcast culture related to it.
yeah.
You know,
And the Sonic
Yeah,
communities, I think the Sonic communities are more into Sonic and the women
Furries.
of the
Yeah.
Sonic world. You know, like the
It doesn't
2D.
seem-
they want
There's a lot of
rouge.
autistic
Yes,
people.
exactly.
They
it doesn't seem surprising to me that in communities full of people that are socially illiterate, whether it's their fault or whether it's not their fault, it doesn't matter. That there would be a lot of grooming of impressionable people.
Who is this
That-
glass
that
cake
make-
guy? Who is this?
I'm
Who?
a guy. I'm a guy. I made.
No, Tom, you've known Glass Cake for a long
Amos
time.
representative.
What do you mean
Have I?
you've known me?
Who is
What? You haven't known me. You don't know who I am.
I hope you are all self-caring yourselves and taking wank breaks or whatever. That's what you tweeted today? Okay. I'll follow you. I
You got
support
the
that
Turkey
message.
Tom blessing.
Depending on how long Break the Rules go, I mean, you might need to take a break. I understand. I got to
That's
take
a
care of
stealth
before the
wank
show.
right there on stream.
Yeah.
Just don't put your webcam on like DSP or we'll all be good.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
One way that I've been thinking about this growing problem recently is related to just the fact that people are not really developing in a normal way, like you guys mentioned socially. And I think there's something like, I don't know if you'd call it Freudian or whatever, but there's something about like,
I'd call it arrested development.
yeah, but like when you're a man child, right? And you're like old and you're playing games and you're in that, you're kind of living in this, okay, to use Peterson, pleasure island like reality, right?
The
And I
Lotus
think
Eater.
when you spend enough time there, the end result is like looking at other children as like this sort of way to rekindle your youth in a very perverted,
Yeah.
depraved way.
Like a vampire trying to suck their blood. Well, I guess more than blood, but
But
I
it's
don't
not
even-
like
I can't even fathom that shit.
So the people that canceled me were led by
Bloodsuckers?
what I call trans activists, not which I distinguish from actual trans people. I mean, I do a podcast with a transsexual who I adore. But there is quite a bit of overlap with
I hate to say it.
cheese pizza and trans activism and men's rights activism.
Well, has
I
it
was
been like
gonna
that, by
say-
the way,
I was
from
gonna
the
say that there is-
from like the late
be, like-
'60s, right? Wasn't there like a whole big thing with all these organizations joining the LGBT protests and all that? Like that started pretty
there
early
was a
on.
lot of from the 80s onwards there was a lot of activism groups like NAMBLA that there's this actually documentary that was made in 93 about how they were trying to place themselves within the gay pride parade movement that came out of the AIDS crisis. But of course, like a lot of the activists at the time, they said like, you guys are fucked, get out of here. But
It's always been a struggle. They're
Yeah.
always trying to latch on, and the thing is that the T did successfully latch on, and now there's a real rift among gay movements. There's now the LGB Alliance, which is finally broken off because they couldn't get the T to leave. So the lesbians, gays, and bisexuals were like, well, we're just going to make a new thing for lesbians, gays, and bisexuals
but it
because it's
is
a sexual
interesting.
orientation.
But it is interesting, Nina, how you mentioned, like, to be politically fair, you do mention that on the, like, farther right, there is a tendency towards, like, certain men's rights activists or certain like, PUAs in particular. Not all of them, of course, but there is a subsection of, like, we should, legalize prostitution of a questionable age because that is androcentric, giga hormaxing, and it's like going to Eastern Europe or the Philippines.
Giga hormax.
Giga hormaxing?
That's what they call it. Yeah. They say that the regular
Now Tom
puas,
is interested.
They say that
Exactly.
regular puas are simps because it's gynocentric to chase women, even with your like mystery PUA techniques. So just cut to the chase
You're
and
just
go to
making
like
up words as
underage
you
prostitutes.
speak. Like half of these aren't real words.
What's a
You're saying-
pua?
Yeah, what
He's
is
a
words are made
pickup
up?
artist. They have like their own
Oh,
language.
yeah,
like
okay.
they're like, okay, there's a sub 6 Becky, there's a sub 10 Stacy. Like there's a whole fucking
That would be a great podcast, by the way, to do with Nina
This
Paley,
is so autistic.
like with Nina Paley and one of the
There's-
red
yes.
pill Pua people. I think that would be an
But
interesting one.
there's a subsection of them that imbibe in sort of like antinatalism and like we have to lower the age of consent because that's libertarian type of. So it is on the political right,
Oh
not
my
like
God.
they're like thoroughly weeded out though. They're like a very small minority, but it is there obviously. It's like you sort of hate women to such a degree that you go right to prostitution is based in Lindy because it's the oldest profession. So,
But
I want to ask if you guys agree with this this statement. Okay, so children are the future in a very literal sense, right? So if pedophilia, am I allowed to say that, is normalized, or things,
It's too
If
late.
oh,
basically-
cheese
Too late.
pizza, cheese
It's
pizza.
fucked.
if
cheese
children,
pizza
Too late.
eating.
is it really gone? Are we off YouTube?
No.
Okay,
God.
I'm just kidding.
You made me have a fucking heart attack.
Actually, they just put us on trending. We passed like 5 we're number 1.
That makes sense, actually, given these tech companies'
We're
policies.
trending
But
on Twitter worldwide.
if children are allowed to be corrupted, does
There
that
you go.
not necessarily mean that we're going to have a bleak future? Because it's like if children are the future and they're getting subject to all this normalized P word stuff, I feel like we're dooming our future.
Yes,
100%,
I
that's
totally
true.
agree. And I feel like a lot of this, again, with the overlap with trans activism, a lot of the worst offenders are adult male fetishists who they're
that's incredibly transphobic calling them fetishists.
it's
Come
activist phobic. It's not transphobic. It's activist phobic.
They're trying to justify their kinks or whatever.
Yeah, they're trying to justify and do everything to support it. And one of the tragedies of this is that it's produced this phenomenon called trans children,
oh yeah,
which implies that children can consent to, permanent medicalization, infertility.
well, there
and-
was that kid who was on Times Square with a very questionable symbol on his forehead, which again, like, I don't know where YouTube is going with this. I'm gonna try to tread carefully, but bless you. But
Oh God,
Thank you.
please.
But he was acquainted and even did a video with this one guy from the Club Kids. Now I don't know, Nina, if you're familiar.
Michael Alga.
Yeah,
Michael Alga.
yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with
Yeah.
that particular Club
the
Kids
one who
person.
killed Angel.
What are we talking about? Where did Tom
So
go?
Gio, break it down, and we're gonna get to the roasting soon. But break down Michael Algo, what
Okay.
that is all about.
Well, Nina, you were probably in those. No, I'm not kidding. you were alive. Like you were. That was. You weren't part of the Club Kids, but you were. You must have been aware. And
I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't tell you if I was part of it until you
don't know
identify.
the Club Kids? The Club Kids
No.
back in the 80s.
Oh,
Okay,
you mean
but-
just kids that went to clubs? Yes,
Well,
I mean,
they were in the 90s. They were a specific like fashion group that were like, yeah, they went to clubs in New York and whatnot. and-
Hackers.
A lot of designer drugs.
Yeah, a lot of designer drugs. They were affiliated with certain fashion trends. Like I think what do they call it? New romantic music, like mod
Okay.
music, things like that. Yeah.
All right.
And there was a group of them that were almost doing like performance art, staging events. One of them was like doing like a what they call a flash rave. They did this in a McDonald's, and there's a video of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But then what happened was Michael Alga, who was one of their leaders, he was implicated in cheese pizza things, but also he ended up killing with his partner. He's a gay man. He ended up killing with his partner, their drug dealer, whose name was Angel. He was a African American drug dealer, and but he was a club kid as well. I think he was
Is this
a
a
gay man.
Macaulay Culkin movie?
Monster, yeah.
An
They were so
African-American
spun.
drug
Yeah, I know.
dealer.
They,
Were you just
they,
saying
uh,
African American black?
Let's have
black?
the Harry Potter main actors can do this movie.
So they killed him because Michael Alga's boyfriend, if I recall, was ODing on heroin. So like he heard this thing, apparently it's true, where if you take cocaine, not like a speedball, but if you're ODing on a downer, you need to take an upper, right? So, but then he owed a huge amount of debt to this angel, and they ended up, I forget how they killed him. It was like kind of like an accident, but they were so spun out that they kept his body in this hotel room tub for like a week, and they were like pouring bleach down his throat because they thought it was going to embalm him.
Wow.
This is
Christ.
fucking crazy. They spun out on drugs
Now
there.
he's a real angel.
And so then he came out of prison. I think he got a light prison sentence, but then he became implicated in certain forms of cheese pizza-ist activism. And he was, right before he died recently, I believe, of a drug overdose or a cancer or something. But before that, he was with Desmond Is Amazing in this video where they were talking about snorting ketamine and other activities that certain subsections of the LGBT movement anyways, never mind. It was fascinating because this literal 12-year-old kid like knew about the ketamine drip and it was just really disturbing. It was a very
What an uplifting story. I feel a lot better.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
feels better than cover. Yeah, it's like,
See, this is
am I gonna
this
cover
is the actual.
like Roblox suing a YouTuber, or I'm gonna cover my cloud?
More Roblox. More Roblox.
This is the actual roast. What the roast involves, it's not so much insulting Tom as it is just making him more black-pilled. Like we're roasting him to the point of getting him more black-pilled, you know, in the corners, you know.
That'll be the next Nicholas Oreo Man video is on Michael Alga and the Club Kids.
Just grossing him out. Yeah.
No, but I do you want to hear before I move on? I'm hogging because we have to get to the roasting bit. But do you want to hear a super nuclear theory cell take on what Glink was saying?
Go for it.
Okay, so I think the reason why we have a pervasive infantilization of all things is because when it comes to culture in general, the reason adolescence is worshipped is because there's no longer any sort of solid, like, traditional rites of passage with younger people, where everything seems to be a blob, like, of just fragmentary moments of pleasure until you die. And so even, like, old boomers don't really have any, like, rites of passage. They don't age or... I'm sorry, Nina. They don't age in grace.
I'm not a boomer.
Gen Xer. Same
Geo,
death.
what the fuck, man?
You're a
Gen
boomer,
Xers are based.
Whatever you say, boomer.
Well,
I
say.
brought neither here.
No.
I brought neither
I'm trying
here,
to
only
think,
to
like-
have you.
It's totally insulting. But my point being is that because people no longer view, especially because of the way that time works in the internet, there is no longer any separation between childhood, adolescence, and adulthood in the sense of there being sort of a like mythopoetic rite of passage separation. So therefore, you have a lot of discourse around even children have this sort of capacity to create their own reality through,
Well,
various
Gio, I would say,
identifications.
though, that for the boomers, something like Woodstock, something like going to a rock concert, that was, in a way, a rite of passage. It involved a certain amount of danger.
What do
It
you mean
involved...
for the boomers? Haven't they had enough? They don't need anything
Well, I just
else.
think, like, Gio, I think you're kind of right. I mean, looking at my generation, right? Like, I look at my grandfather's generation, right? Like when these kids were 19 years old, they were going to war. They were killing Nazis. They were stepping over, like, Korean
Your
heads or whatever.
grandfather is very old.
Is your
Well, I guess my
grandfather
grandfather,
in
My
Vietnam?
grandfather should be my age.
my grandfather was in Korea. My grandfather was in Korea, but
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
But anyways-
On the Korean side.
Yeah, he was just there.
He's-
But it's
he's
like,
the
my
executive
grandparents
producer
were
of that
doing
new
these-
Chinese
were doing
movie.
This crazy shit when they were my age, right? My grandfather had seen people die when he was my age. I still build with Legos. I'm 19 years old. I'm ordering Legos on Amazon, right? Like, what is wrong with these people?
You're
what is
an
wrong
old
with me?
soul.
We're extremely affluent, and my generation.
Yeah, fluidity. That's what.
Well,
I don't think I'm an old.
Yeah,
soul.
Nina, are you playing with Legos?
affluent. What?
Like, I criticize these soy boy kids with their like fucking Funko Pops, and then I go like play Pokemon.
Tom,
Like,
Lego and Pokemon is going to be seen like taking your car apart back in the 50s was to whatever's coming up next.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't listen to him. He's just being nice to you. That's not true at all.
It's just like they're super dorky. Like, I don't know. I feel like everyone in my generation is like this immature nerd who like will not grow up and is
No, but
obsessed
again,
with, like, Disney
like I
movies.
was saying, Tom,
Eternally
why?
precocious.
But like I was saying before, why should they grow up if they see the kind of things that await people in society? If there's nothing in it for them, why should they grow up?
I mean, yeah, look at what I'm doing. I make YouTube videos for a living. You know what I mean?
Look at
Like,
me.
what do I
We're
gotta
kind of
do?
like that, Lev. Me and you. We're like a hair away. We're a few degrees away from.
But no, but here,
Yeah.
no, but here's the interesting thing.
From what?
Well, I think from like Well, okay, millennials are
Literally living in your
position.
parents' basement?
Yeah, I'm literally in my parents'
From the
basement
Zoom Doom.
right now. No, but I think millennials, it's obviously unique because they have like this jump off thing where it's like the childhood becomes eternally like this icon because it's before like the internet sort of like sunk everything into like, you know, unreality or hyper reality. But with Zoomers, I mean, I can't even imagine like what Tom's generation's going through. Like that to me, it's like, damn, like imagine growing up with the internet your whole life instead of just.
We're not going through anything. We're experiencing nothing.
Well, Tom, let me
Yeah.
ask you about the black nails, since that's a style you recently adopted. I saw that on a couple of people. Can you trace back?
It's been a while ago. I don't have them right now.
Okay,
but I
but
do have,
back when you-
Hold up.
Okay, let's see what you
isn't
have.
that a
have the
gay
nail polish
thing? Like,
somewhere.
what does that mean?
Wait, look at this.
kind of
It's like the
femboy
ring
thing.
on the left ear.
Hey,
People-
Sam also has black nails, so I feel like he should weigh in on that too.
Yeah.
Does he?
There we
Yeah,
go.
what's going on with the black
Sam,
nails?
Show us the nails.
You guys all got
Mine,
them
mine
painted.
are not really on anymore, but there's a couple
know what?
pieces left.
I hear you saying that you are not going through much of anything, but I feel like so much of the zest of life nowadays comes from the devices that you use.
Yeah.
That like you feel like you're not experiencing anything, but you are. You're not. Your lives.
I mean, I feel like I'm experiencing things, but I'm like some gay internet micro
Right,
celebrity, you know,
right.
like,
so
I don't
other
know.
people feel like they're not.
Yeah, you're playing at a different level.
I'm
than a
like
lot of
I'm at
people.
war. Meanwhile, I'm like on Discord, like,
Yeah.
we're gonna fucking
But
own him.
Yeah,
even
yeah.
just like talking about like the way that we even talk about media itself is very much like having nostalgia over certain things or certain events. Like last night, of course, was it last night or the night before? The epic Twitter space of Tommy Sotomayor. That was a truly.
Gio, I
historic
got
event.
some news for you.
Um,
Tommy Sotomayor is coming on Break the Rules.
Oh! Oh my
Oh
god!
hell yeah!
Fuck.
That's gonna be a banger.
That's gonna
You
be.
guys should have both Toms on at the same time.
Who the fuck is this?
Talking about
Sotomayor? I still
pussies.
don't know who he
Tom
is.
on Tom
That's
action.
even better. Yeah.
Is he just an Asian guy? Like, what does he do?
You need to bring Tom of Finland as well,
Oh no! Didn't he die,
Tom,
Tom
yeah.
of Finland?
probably.
Yeah, I think he died of that certain illness, but
So I wanted to say one more thing about
Well, my
people.
point, yeah, it's like we've like even just like that Twitter space is like, oh, this is epic. He trolled blue check marks by. But anyway, sorry, I cut you off, Nina. So.
Yeah, I wanted to. So there's a whole. I mean, my generation's doing this too, but we didn't actually grow up with it. There's people growing up with when you're in virtual space playing a game or texting away, you're getting massively stimulated, but you're not getting any exercise. You're getting like huge flushes of fight or flight response, and you're not putting that into your legs or your body. Most people just put it into batshit tweets.
Yeah.
And
I don't
that
think
is
that's necessarily
a
true.
weird...
There are a lot of gym guys at my age right now. Like a lot of my buddies.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty much the only person out of my like friend group in real life that doesn't work out.
Aren't you friends with Nick
No,
Diorio?
but nonetheless, even if you work
Nick
out,
Diorio is on the internet.
Oh, in real life.
even-
Okay, gotcha.
even if you work out, that's dissociated from or detached from the actual engagements that you're having, right? Like it used to be somebody, you would like fight, right? You would physically fight,
Yeah, fair enough.
but there's
Yeah, we
no
don't really do that.
physical fighting. You just fight while you're sedentary.
But even more so, like when you're talking
separately.
about fighting, sword fighting, whatever. I think the root of this, and this is more like hippy dippy shit for me. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. The hippy dippy part of this is, I think that in having a confrontation physically with somebody, having somebody right next to you, it's something that also trains certain, let's say, ultra instinct faculties in Glink and Slush. You guys probably know what I'm talking about here. It trains certain psychic faculties that I think something like the internet, something like being in a VR space ends up diminishing, because you're stuck in another layer of the onion, while when you're actually physically encountering somebody, I think there are certain things that start working. Like, I don't know, what do you guys think?
Shadows on the wall.
I think there's a dissociative element to being exposed to so much stimulation online that you can always find drama on the internet, right? Like, you can always find it. And I think that life before the internet, there wasn't that much drama. There was drama, but it was like drama that
More
involved,
localized.
Yeah,
It was
more
localized.
Yeah, and
It wasn't 24/7.
yeah, you can find endless amounts of that on the internet, right? So, and a kid that grows up in a world where the internet is more stimulating, be it positive or negative, in general, can lead to a dissociative element where they don't take their real lives as seriously as they take their online lives.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know what you're supposed to do about that, but like the internet can be more stimulating than real life sometimes, and people losing their ability to live their lives normally and like just forget about that stuff on the internet, and they're failing to prioritize their real lives as a result, I think.
And that's when BlackRock comes in and takes all the houses, and everybody's just living in pods, being in the internet.
Everybody
existence.
gets their shit stolen underneath their feet, and they're just like, well, there's this. Someone's mad at me on the internet, and they just have to deal with that now. So,
Sounds cool. That's pretty much my life right now. I'm in a dorm, so it's not that much.
I like the Rudolf Steiner idea of, in the past, when people used to look at the sun, they used to think that the sun was them. Do you know what I mean? That the sun is like pure consciousness, and they're also a part of the sun, as opposed to just being a separate thing. And now that's gone away.
I'm gonna try
Real
that
quick.
the next time I see the sun.
No, it's
Real
great.
quick.
Yeah.
Right now, we're all looking at a screen. This is the false light. This is the
Exactly.
man-made light. The
Exactly.
sun
Not
is
real.
God's light.
Well, it's like that one.
Return to God.
It was either by BAP or it was someone else that said, every morning I look at the sunrise and I salute it. Was that BAP? Or it was a BAPian.
Very big.
Well, in relation to BAP, there is this Jewish folklore that talks about how in heaven, when you see the stars, those are actually little pinpricks that are made in heaven where your ancestors look down at you from the stars. And
oh, that's beautiful.
well, it's beautiful, but I also think that there is something actually literal about that, because if we have this idea that not only our sun, but just like suns in general, like these stars, that this incredible energy that they have, that there is something divine about that, then maybe people who do go into the heavenly realms end up going closer to that light, end up being part of the light. So when they say, well, the stars are these pinpricks in the sky that your ancestors look down on you from, that could be actually much more literal than it first appears. By the way, happy Hanukkah, everybody. Today's the
Hanukkah.
second day.
Happy
of
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah!
Wow.
And
Forgot.
yet, talking about the light,
I'm gonna have to back out, or I'm losing credibility here on the internet right wing. So I gotta
Tom.
back out.
you're partial to the darkness. Why don't you explain that little stint of yours?
Tom Darkwing Duck, yeah.
Wait, how am I partial to the darkness? What do you mean?
I
Tom
feel like
Dark?
there's a dark and light, and you're a little bit on the dark side.
What do you mean? You got to explain. What do you mean by that?
Well, okay. I mean, you're kind of you like being a little bit antagonistic. You got the black nail polish. You listen to hardcore, sort of heavy, music. You have Tom Dark channel. You're kind of, you identify with the darkness on some level. Why don't you, do you have any, where does that come from? Where does that
Well,
come
I'm a very nuanced guy. I appreciate both sides, both the dark and the light. Both in racial and non-racial
Eternal devil.
context. So I think that
The
I
feminine
just
and
I
non-feminine
I don't know what to
penis?
say. Like, I
yeah,
just
but
like
which
metal.
brings
I don't
in
know
more
what else
ad
I would
revenue,
say
though?
about
Is
that.
it the dark or the light?
Oh, don't ask
it's
him
the
that.
Probably the dark, honestly. Probably the
Yeah.
dark. The December ad revenue has been very good, very kind to me.
I
Recently.
have a list of the Turkey Tom roast here. I have a list.
Gio, I constantly see you commenting on Tom Dark. I see you there. You're like, Tom,
That's
you should
true.
listen to this Godsmack
Yeah.
song.
Well, I mean, since you're called Turkey Tom, it's like, will we go for the light meat or will we go for the dark meat? You have both.
I have. Oh,
I will say, I definitely like the white meat. Definitely like the white
there
meat.
you go.
They call him Tom Dark because he really wants to be black.
No,
Exactly.
because he's got blackness in the right places. That's why.
Well, maybe there
Yeah,
was
actually, I'm black from the waist down. Most people don't know that.
there was something that Tommy Sotomayor said
Must
that
be a defective.
Tommy
He's
Sotomayor.
got some really black kneecaps.
By the way, you were saying like you thought Tommy Sotomayor was an Asian guy. Here, I'll show you a picture of Tommy so that you know what you're going to be in for when you are going to be on the stream with us and Tom Sotomayor.
This guy.
He already looks
prolific.
based.
Yeah, yeah, he is. I knew about him back in like 2015.
What does he do? Who is he? What is so special about him?
He is one of the most controversial, like black conservative, voices ever.
This
What is he
gentleman
like?
had a Twitter space the other night that I caught a bit of.
Yeah,
that
it's on his
was-
YouTube, by the way.
It was
It's
it was the
archived.
most based hour of radio I think I'd listened to in some time.
10,000 live listeners, the biggest space ever, and
Wow.
a bunch of blue check marks.
10,000 people were listening to a Twitter fucking space?
Yes.
They're huge now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And he was basically telling blue check marks about various red pills. But imagine, if you will, Tariq Nasheed, but likes and loves instead of hates white people. That is Tommy Sotomayor.
So he's
And
Jesse
so-
Lee Peterson.
He is like
it's like if Jesse Lee Peterson and Tariq Nasheed
without-
did the
Alpha male.
fusion dance, and
yeah,
He's like Piccolo and Nail when they fuse.
yes.
yeah. He back in the day he became.
Tom doesn't get that reference.
This isn't even his
No.
final form.
I know who Piccolo
He
is.
was
I know who
super
Piccolo is.
controversial. He got banned from every platform until recently because he used to go after like black women and that, and he was like hardcore posting on YouTube and all that. He'd have these live streams where he'd get into arguments with these black women. He'd call them ratchets and BT 1000s and all that stuff. And I knew about Tommy since like literally 2014, and he had to like go away for a while because he like literally got taken off of everywhere. But now he's back with a vengeance, baby. So
And he's
And
going
that
to be
space
on
is truly
BTR. He's
legendary,
going to be on Break the
truly.
Rules.
Is he
I
verified
can't
on
believe this,
Twitter?
Lev. I never thought I'd ever get to talk to Tommy Sotomayor. Holy crap! Like,
I need to go, but it's been a real pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you,
and,
Nina. Wait, before
thank you,
you go,
Nina.
hold on just a second. Glass Cake. I am surprised you don't know who Nina is. One of her movies is Satyr Masochism, and another one is Nina Sings the Blues.
Sita
God
sings the
damn it!
blues.
Yes, Sita
I will
sings the
definitely
blues.
Check him out. I already followed you, I think.
And you're
Sita sings the blues.
and you're
And I'm currently illustrating the Book of Revelation with animated GIF loops.
Hell
And
yeah.
you
I
can
saw
see
that.
the
It was really
oh
cool.
wow!
it's very
You can see the
beautiful.
work in
Nice.
progress at apocalypseanimated.com. I'm currently working on chapter 8. I'm just going in order. So
Yeah.
All right,
8 of
brilliant.
22
I think
chapters.
you'll be really into this. Here's an animation. We can actually play it here. So Revelation 8:7. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire, mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of the trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up.
Yeah,
So here's one there.
that was the first angel that was a messenger that I believe the first Antichrist killed, around chapter 12 of Book of Revelation. Yeah, well, that's pretty.
And this one over here, I love too. This one is with the trumpets over here. And the 7 angels, which had 7 trumpets, prepared themselves to sound. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
saw that
there's-
yesterday.
Wow.
There's a bunch
That's
of, I mean, there's like, I don't know, at least 8 illustrations per chapter, sometimes more. And I really am enjoying it. My God.
What is this going to be? Is this going to be a movie, or is this just going to be what it is? Just
Well, it's what it is. When I thought of it as a movie, I wasn't working on it. And then I just went like, I want to just do a book with animated GIF loops. There's no ebook publication
idea.
software that you can have animated GIF loops as illustrations. So somebody might have to actually create that. Only a few e-readers would support it. So the GIFs are actually kind of memory heavy. Like they're they tend to be about 2 megabytes each. Sometimes they go up to like 4.5. And because of that, just having it as a website might not be the best, like for people to get on their phones. And also it will possibly cost me a lot of money if it becomes popular. So possibly packaging it as an ebook would be the most convenient way for people to get it. But for now it's a website, and I'll probably make a offshoot short movie of it. And of course, all my work is free, and so people can edit it.
And you can also
whatever they
request
want with it.
$100 if you want me to do a particular drawing.
Yeah, but don't do that right now, because I'm
Yes,
really enjoying working on the apocalypse. So that just distracts me.
Yeah, well, you can get a backlog, I guess. I like this guy over here, the pentagram goat man.
It's the Fediverse. The pentagram is the Fediverse logo.
Oh, nice. This is
So the request was just Fediverse, and so I drew it as
Gio. You know
Baphomet.
what?
Do you think the Fediverse is worth like looking into? Or
Yes.
is that...
Yes, you
I
should
heard it.
go
yeah.
to Gleason. You can go to Gleasonator.com. That's Alex Gleason's server, and get a account there. You can go to Neenster.org. That's my server. You got a free account there. And then from there, you can explore other servers. Oh, Kiwi Farms. Kiwi Farms has a Fediverse server. If you're into the Church of the Subgenius, there's Dobbs.town.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
There's tons of little servers you can go on. You can make your own server, and yeah.
And also,
go check it out.
And also, there's Urbit, which I'm going to be looking into as well. So I think both this Fediverse and Urbit have a lot of hope in.
Well, apparently Twitter's
yeah.
going to get rid of all of us. So new
you should make a break the rules.
Yes,
server.
we will.
Even if Twitter does
do
get
it.
rid of all of us, just come right back. Don't let
yeah,
don't
like,
take it.
like Orkbrand. You know what's funny is that Orkbrand was in that Tommy Soto, and he was dropping hardcore like red pills on trans and Gnosticism to these blue checks, and like immediately they got him for ban evasion again. But now he's back today, so that was hilarious.
So anyway, Nina, I don't mean to hold you up. I just want to say
6 doesn't matter.
I just want to say again, Nina, thank you so much for coming in. I got to do an animation stream with you and Patrick Smith. We got to make it happen.
Oh yeah, Pat Smith. I like Pat so much.
Yeah.
He's
jonesing for it, so we're gonna do it.
Okay, great.
All right, take care.
Thanks all.
It was
Bye.
really nice to meet you. See ya.
Yeah, likewise.
And now it is time for the official roast of Turkey Tom. This is my friend Tom Turkey over here. Look at him, big and stuffed, and still just as good as he was the day he came out of the box. So who wants to go first? Charlie, I know you had something to say.
Well, what can I say about Turkey Tom that hasn't already been said about Adolf Hitler?
Okay, all right, starting off strong.
Oh yeah.
He was a non-smoker, a vegetarian. He loved animals.
Yeah.
If he was alive today, he'd listen to the Smiths, The Cure, and Depeche Mode.
Yeah. He'd wear the long sleeve shirt over the with the short sleeve shirt over it. He'd do that move.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tom doesn't just deny the Holocaust, but Tom does have a lot of questions about it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
He really does.
He saw some videos on BitChute about how it didn't light up blue under the black light.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck if Tom is alt-right or not. But his goth boy lifestyle, that I have some questions. I got questions about it.
Okay, all right.
That's where we're gonna question some things.
And on the Bible, I'm ready.
Tom's the only one on this panel that has fan art of them as a femboy taking it up the ass. Just gonna throw that out there.
I do have that.
Love has some pretty questionable fan art I've seen too. So,
people ask who the real Tom Turkey is, what he's like. He's a 19-year-old Limp Bizkit fan who drinks Monster Energy. The least
That's
likable
true. I am a
person
Limp Bizkit.
on
Wait,
the
hold
internet.
up. I think I have significant other right here.
oh no, he's flashing out.
We gotta go through the cities.
Put that dong
We got
away. This is a YouTube stream.
Iowa. We got Meteora. Breaking
Nice.
Benjamin.
My childhood.
All stuff.
The 90s are back.
Literally my childhood right here.
Downward Spiral.
Do you have issues?
We got Elliott Smith.
Nice.
Oh man.
Got everything.
We got Slipknot's first album.
Look at this
your own
guy with his
backstory, dude.
CDs.
And
You
we
have Jane Doe?
Significant Other. There we go. No, this is all I have. I don't really buy. I've never even listened to any of these. I just got them. I was like, why not? So
Nice.
Just in case Monster Rancher ever comes back and he wants to really have some great monsters, he got all those CDs.
exactly.
I have a PlayStation 2 that's older than Tom that still works.
Bro, I believe it.
You know, Tom's
Oh.
generation, they like dyeing their hair those weird colors. I'd like to see more of the young people just die.
King of the one-liners, Henny Youngman.
That was actually pretty good. Honestly, I thought they were really corny and gay before, but you know, I'm kind of into it now.
What, hair colors?
You know, people love a guy.
No, the roast.
Yeah.
So Charles, you may have a couple of more in there, but just in case everybody else is not as good as you, I'm going to bring it to somebody else for now, and then we're gonna go back to you. So
Okay, good. I got like half a page of shit.
all right, there we go. So who else? Who wants to go next?
I got some.
Go for it,
I got
Slush.
some. Tom is to YouTube what Fred Durst is to YouTube. He has one of the better channels in the commentary community, which means that the only people who watch it are 12-year-olds.
There we go.
No, but your content's good. I like the little splices of metal music you use in there. You know, it adds some nice spice between the 45 minutes of boring monotone dialogue.
There we go. You wrote this out. You typed.
I once sat through an entire Turkey Tom video and thought it was actually pretty good until I realized I was just listening to the hum from my ceiling fan. What else I got in here? No, but seriously, I honestly had a lot of trouble writing these jokes because I've never actually made it through a Turkey Tom video before because they're so fucking boring.
Glink, what say you, buddy?
Well, I'm kind of ill prepared, much like most of Tom's videos. And Tom, contrary to what you might think, drinking caffeine does not make you a badass. Okay, you got to switch to hard liquor at some point. Then you will be a certified badass. But
he can switch to a wild turkey.
Just a few more years and he can legally drink.
On the nail polish, you have to be careful about that. I think you're getting indoctrinated into a cult. And, you know, maybe it'll be fun for a while, but be careful because you might not come out of puberty the same way that you went into it.
Yeah, you know, a certain right-wing political figure said the same thing about me not too long ago.
Really?
Pretty interesting.
Which one?
Yeah. I believe his name starts with N. Probably familiar with him. He said I was being a bit sussy.
I believe his name starts with N.
Yeah, well, if that's coming
that could
from
be a number of people.
That could be a
Nantucket.
right-wing leader.
No, if that's coming from
Yeah,
who
it was Nantucket. It was Nantucket.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, what did you think about that? Well, now we're getting very
I mean, he
personal,
is
so-
right. You know, it is a bit sussy behavior from me. I am known to be a bit sus now and then. Yet I remember at VidCon, Slush, you know, all of you guys were painting your fucking nails. I got to this party, everyone was like, Tom, we painted our nails to be just like you because we think you're so fucking cool.
I don't remember anyone saying that.
I don't remember that specifically. I remember that moment. And then they were like, yo, can we get like a picture with you? And I was like, okay, all right, I guess just one.
This is
you know,
deep lore
he's a
right
nice
here.
guy. Yeah.
Who's influencing who? Maybe Tom has more sway than we thought. I'm not really good at scripted material. I have to just go with the flow. So somebody else, please.
Gla-
That was good. I like
All
that.
right.
Glass cake, yeah.
Well, I'll
You've
go.
known
Fuck
you've
it,
known Tom
yeah.
for a while. I'm sure you could have.
That is the most.
We go way
honest
back.
you've
We go
ever
way
said.
back.
We know each other. This guy knows who I am. Tom, you
Bullshit.
fucking turkey, you fucking stupid idiot turkey, fucking turkey Tom. I don't know shit about you, man. I've clicked you accidentally a couple times. I've accidentally clicked you, and I've watched like 5 minutes of your video and been like, that was I know what happens in this story already. And then I click,
Seems to be a common experience.
Yeah, and then I click away. I click some Mr. Beast shit. And then I watch Mr. Beast give poor people money. I'm like, damn, I wish Mr. Beast would come to my house and give me money for free. But he never does. Tom, I'm sorry, but I don't know you. And you're one of those guys. I've seen a couple of your videos. You're one of those guys that makes videos about interesting shit other people did. right.
You got a good point.
Yeah. Like stuff that's interesting, right?
Like Bunty King.
But it's not you that did it though. It's like other people.
Right.
So
It's kind of cuckold behavior, isn't it?
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
having a hard time.
Content cuckoldry.
I'm having a hard time finding a point of attack for you because I don't know how to attack a guy.
Exactly.
whose
I'm a pretty
personality
perfect guy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm having a hard time finding a point of attack for a guy whose personality consists of interesting things other people did.
Wait, Tom, is it true that you wear thigh-high socks? Is that true?
That is not true. No.
Could have fooled me.
The thing is, man.
Could have fooled me too.
The thing is, like, your videos are interesting. They're interesting because like other people did interesting things, and then you told me about them, and I'm like, damn, that's cool. Thanks for telling me, Tom. But who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you, Tom?
Who is he?
He hides in the dark, in the shadows.
I don't know who you are, and
Should I turn the light off?
I don't know. I find that kind of scary, you know.
Yeah, who is
This-
Turkey
Also-
Tom?
also-
He's some
it's-
kind of abstraction.
Yeah, you're an
Oh wait,
I'm just an idea.
we have a
You're an
couple
idea.
of couple of comments. By the way, speaking of this, the comments here have inspired me to request super chat roasts. So if you guys have a good roast that you think is worth,
Who's going up
Yeah.
next? Me or Glink?
okay, next,
Oh, I already went.
Blink already
yeah,
went.
go
Oh,
go
Glink
go
already
for.
went?
I'm just.
But before,
That's how good Glink was.
But before
Yeah.
Geo, here's some comments from the chat. So Jake Vister says Tom's choice of nail polish is so dark, Shadman would come licking them, mistaking it for BTH.
What the fuck is?
I don't know, what
BTA?
is-
Black tar something.
Black
Oh,
tar.
black tar heroin.
Ah,
How about- yeah.
There we go.
That's black. That's some grunge. Blast from
Yeah,
the past.
but-
That's Seattle grunge music right there.
I feel like when he gets out
Black
of prison, he's gonna hunt down Tom. Shadman.
He's out already. He's out. He hasn't done anything so far.
Oh, by the way, shout out to
He can't. He needs to get his next fix.
Shout out
He got
to Hellfire Comms, Hellfire Commentaries, very good YouTube account. They do a lot of Sonic related stuff that I like, and more so.
Oh, I watched them too. Yeah.
Yeah. So Geo,
Hellfire commentaries.
I wanted.
Hellfire and Brain Scratch.
I wasn't done, but that's fine.
oh, you
No,
no,
Glasscake,
go
finish
for
up,
it, go
finish
for it.
up.
That's fine. That's
No,
fine.
it's
No,
not.
no,
Come
I
on.
want to hear this. I
Nah,
want to hear this.
It's no, all right. Well, you know what?
We ruined his bit. That's
You know
why
what?
we ruined it.
You ruined my bit. You ruined my bit, and now I'm pissed off at all of you. That's fucking. Your name's stupid, bro. And I'm not talking about the turkey part. I'm talking about the Tom part. Who the fuck's called Tom? Imagine if you were
Yeah,
called
it's not
Turkey.
actually my real name, so I guess I can change.
Your
it
name.
at some
Your name's
point.
not actually Tom. Well, tell us your real name right now. Dox yourself.
It's Steven. Yeah, it's Steven.
Yeah, well, your name's Tom. Fuck it. Who cares?
My name's not Steven.
Your name's
My
your name's your name's
You know,
Turkey.
Where's
name's-
this
Tom.
going?
Your name's.
Tom just like batted that roast up. Get out.
Yeah,
Get out of
yeah,
there.
well, that's not actually my name. My name's actually Stephen.
No,
Um,
see, this is the thing though. Tom is always in the shadows, shifting away, and he's using his influences as a costume. One day it's Slipknot, the next day it's Leafy is here, the next day it's iDubbbz, or it's Destiny, Stephen Bonnell. Tom is just an
you're ruining my
amalgamation
roast.
of all the lowest tier internet personalities.
All my
it's all
favorite.
other people, is it, Tom?
He's like
Link
a
is
constant
stealing my
planet of the
material.
worst people.
You're just
Absolutely.
mad because Destiny owned you in a fucking debate 4 times.
Oh,
Completely
shit.
false.
Oh,
Completely
whoa.
false and fabricated like most of your videos.
You're just mad because Steven Mello.
Yes.
I don't think Glink has ever debated Destiny. Have you?
You know, Destiny doesn't like to own.
They did. No, they
anything.
have had.
He doesn't
They've
own.
had conversations.
We've
that I
had
haven't watched.
discussions, and he's just not getting it.
No.
Yeah, I
Obviously.
don't know, Tom. Sometimes
Just like
I'll be lying
Turkey
with my
Tom and
girlfriend.
pussy, he's not getting
we'll be
any.
lying. We'll be lying on the bed and like watching YouTube videos, and I'll click one of your videos, and it will be like, Logan Paul uploaded a video to his channel that would change the course of YouTube forever, and then we click off it like
I
immediately.
feel like you just directly quoted the
And-
video.
and-
Holy shit.
and that's how much I know you. I know you that much is the guy that I click away from because I accidentally opened your video. I'm sorry, but that's who you are to me, and fuck you. Next roaster, go fuck yourself.
Oh no! We got a gong. We should have a gong effect sound. Though.
Wait, I have something in here. Hold on.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
Lev's background is tripping me out right now.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Some Animal Planet shit.
Yeah.
All right, here's the gong.
Yeah, that's not as effective though.
Oh, come the fuck on. This is great.
By the way, in most roasts you see on like Comedy Central and stuff, they do like a round of roasting everybody as well, not just like the guest.
Yeah, not just the
All
guy.
right,
Not here though. We're just gonna roast
Hey,
Tom here. Though.
No.
Listen,
Are we? Because I have some.
Charles posted this picture saying, "I really hate Mondays," and it's a bunch of stripper Garfield women, and I wanted to say, I'm dying right now. I
I'm
can't
sorry.
believe
You know.
You know what's
I love
funny?
the Garfield posting.
I want to ask you guys, Turkey Tom and Charles, because my tweet blew up recently. I thought it was not going to get like 10,000, which I mean, it sure is nothing for both of you. But I kind of get nervous when I have a tweet that like goes viral because it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think of myself as a big account, so it's like, man, are these people going to mass report me over disinfo or some bullshit? It's like, do you get that feeling when you have a tweet that takes off? It's like, man, are people come after me? People pronouns.
I don't know,
bio?
Tom. You've been banned a few times from Twitter. What's that like being completely deplatformed off Twitter? I don't have no experience with that. It's never
like,
happened.
you know
to
what I
me,
mean?
like,
It's like
5
this
or 6
anxiety.
times.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being annoyed.
It's not that bad. I mean, you just pretend to be someone else. You'll be fine. Right.
Hey Tom, can I say I do actually enjoy your videos? I'm not gonna.
Don't you ruin the kayfabe?
You're ruining the whole fucking meme.
What are you,
dude.
Don
You just
Rickles?
backed out.
I enjoy him. I enjoy him.
Look at this fucking prick.
Yeah, I couldn't commit to the bit. I'm sorry. I enjoy him, but yeah, go fuck yourself.
Let's
You're
see.
fucking-
Blocking you
you're-
now, but thank you.
You're fucking
Like,
exposing.
What
the
a
business.
half-ass roast! Either go in or just fucking.
Yeah.
If you're gonna roast, you gotta roast. That's
I
about
would
it.
look. I was
Exposing
being
the
mean. I was
business.
being mean, but you guys sprinkled these compliments in your roast, and I was like, damn.
No.
I wrote this like incomprehensible, just entirely mean
Gobble.
roast. Just you know what? I was just kidding. I hate your videos. Fuck your videos.
There we go.
There we
You
go,
can't
there we
go
go.
back now.
There we
As
go.
soon
We're
as they
back.
know,
We're back.
that's it. Kayfabe is ruined. Dude, as soon as the Montreal screw job happened, that was it.
Oh god, I fucked
You know
up.
this is gonna go into a video, right? Like Tom's gonna, when this one gets canceled,
Some bread
Well,
Tom's
tuber
putting
will.
this clip in the
Some
video.
bread
I
tuber
think
is
it'll in
gonna
my
put
video.
this.
It'll go into a video on his second channel in 4 years when no one has been
Tom-
thinking about it.
Tom never
Look,
met somebody he
I'm
else
not
he
gonna
would do a
lie.
video
When I
about.
watch one of your videos, I know everything that happened in the story you're telling me already, but I
But
want to hear you
watch it
tell it.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that did happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good job, Tom.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Let's. I know Charles prepared roast for everyone, so I'd like to hear those. And,
Well,
and
you
then I'll do
know,
some of my own.
Yeah, Charles did. Yeah.
Well, Tom's a big fan of Thanksgiving. Not as big a fan as Gio. I'm not saying that Gio likes eating, but I've never heard of him not eating.
Jesus Christ.
Gio is literally on that boogie light.
Gio's a very spiritual guy. He really found God and found himself, but the only thing he can't find is his own penis.
Was that on the spot? That was actually really good. No, you wrote that before.
I thought of it last night.
That
Okay.
reminds me of that part with Vito and Paulie, and Paulie walks in the restroom, and Vito's taking a piss. He's like, oh, the ladies' room is down there, and Vito's like, I could touch it from here. It's like, no, he couldn't. Fuck. Anyways, Charles, go ahead. You had a roast for everybody.
Oh, brother.
So I'm thinking of roast chicken right now, but that's because I'm fat.
Well, Slush is the kind of guy who likes to explore and learn about new things. Recently got into pegging, trying to find the deepest parts of himself.
You know how I know that Slush is into pegging? Because he looks like a dollar store thought slime. Oh shit! No, I'm sorry. That's too cool. I'm sorry. Oh fuck.
Let's see. Let me look through my stuff here. Here's a good one. Tom said he's apolitical. Now, Tom could only legally vote for the first time last year. Of course, he's apolitical.
Fuck off.
Yeah, you fucking stupid idiot.
Of course he's apolitical. A political idiot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Take my
Tom
life,
loved
please.
defending Zapty because Zapty was dating chicks, just underage chicks that were just slightly older than Tom.
Another thing, Tom's entire Twitter handle is Zapty. Tom, is anything about you authentic?
No, I'm just an amalgamation of other people. I stole from them.
Just be yourself, Tom. It's okay. It's okay if you're gay. We're all.
I'm just a shell. I'm just a shell of a man. Okay. I'm simply a Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Thigh Highs fan who also pretends to be Zaptai on Twitter.
Yeah, Tom's real slick with editing. There's another guy on YouTube everybody loved that was good with editing, the H3H3. Everybody respects Tom as an editor. See how that works out for Tom in a couple of years.
He'll be a millionaire with a successful podcast. That doesn't sound too bad.
Don didn't hit as hard.
And like extremely fucking gray hair. Holy shit.
I try to come up with a roast.
And
for
also
Glass
an agent
Cake
of
and,
Mossad.
All I could come up with. Was the fact that
Gio, that's
cake
my
in his
position.
handle.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Slush.
No, I was just saying I was trying to come up with a roast for Glass Cake, but all I could think of was that he has ass cake in his handle.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Glass Cake, your profile picture kind of reminds me of Amos Eve.
No, you can't say that. You can't make a fucking. You're pulling the nuclear card right
It kind
now.
of does look like it's just this ugly little freak with a
That's how I know
slanted eyes.
Glass
That's how
Cake
I
has
know-
the peak Anglo physiognomy, not a good look.
Yeah, that's how I know you don't have a roast me because you're pulling out the fucking pedo card. You're going nuclear right
The
now.
Nancy card.
Yeah, the nuts card.
Charles.
You just
Charles
said
is
you
a funny
look
guy,
like
by the
someone
way.
who happens to be a pedo.
Charles is a funny guy.
Glass Cake basically is addicted to those sausage biscuits they have at Tesco, and therefore his grease pockets are just shooting out onto the screen right now. Get some numpties with those. God,
You guys
poor
know that,
poor British people have to do those
Charles-
funniest white trash in the world.
Oh my god, I can't. Fuck every time I talk.
Come on,
Go on,
roast
sorry.
me.
Every single time. I'm just trying to roast Charles here.
Teflon, son.
Do you guys know that Charles's podcast, Real Weird Sickos, is actually named after his face?
Ooh.
That's why he wears a mask.
Well, if I had a face as ugly as yours on my dog, I would shave its ass and have it walk backwards.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm not convinced that Charles isn't Amos E because he's always wearing a mask. So they've never been in the same room together.
Could be.
Oh
But-
no, Alex says we're supposed to be roasting everyone here.
Yeah.
How much homework do you think I did? I googled Turkey Tom like 20 minutes before the stream. You think I'm gonna fucking roast everyone? Nah.
Well, I was gonna roast
Turkey
Glink, but I
Tom
thought it'd be easier to
cuckolding.
just link his Twitter account.
at Turkey Tom, everyone.
I
Yeah,
thought it'd
go
be
read
easier
the
to just,
Smash Brothers
just
story.
tell people to look
Is
him
it
up.
my turn
Nah,
yet?
he's
Yes,
at Zapty.
Gio, go for it, brother.
No, I didn't want to cut anyone off.
No, it's all yours. It's all yours.
Okay.
I heard
So,
Tom cut
let's
his
see.
penis off.
Jesus. It's so low effort but effective. So let's see. What do I have here? Material. What's funny? Oh no, I can't say that. Turkey
That
Tom.
means you have to say it.
Say it.
No, I was doing the bit from Krusty during the. Anyways, whatever.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah. So Turkey Tom likes to posit himself as an edgelord, but he's a studio edgelord. In a few years, when he's rolling in the Ethan Klein money, he's going to denounce all of his old tweets and in fact cope by saying that, oh, actually, I'm trans and I don't believe anything I used to believe.
True.
Tom's girlfriend is actually attracted to Augie. In fact, when they're having sex, she screams Augie's name. Or Nicholas DeOrios.
Is that the whole fucking roast? You're just saying that she likes Augie?
No, I'm kidding.
She's like as tall as him.
Tom actually admitted to being a fan of and watching Destiny. I guess they both like them young.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
Jesus Christ.
And the worst sin of all, Tom has, despite making fun of other people for being soy boys, the physiognomy of a little twink prison prag that probably would wear lipstick in the federal pen when he is indicted on charges, just like his best and most influential e-celebrity, Destiny.
Well, the thing is, everyone, you know what? I want to talk about this because when I
Tom Dark is
everyone's like, Tom, why aren't you shorter? Like, everyone expects me to be like 5'6", like this little fucking.
Well, it's because you are 5'6".
Child.
Even
when I was a kid, when I was in,
I'm like 5'11". I'm almost 6 foot. Okay.
When I was in 10th grade, I beat up a kid that looked exactly like Tom. And in fact, if I could, I would have slapped his own father senseless for even impregnating. No, I'm not doing that. That's stupid.
Finish.
You already did like
she's pregnant.
99% of it. What are you talking about?
If I could go back in time, because Tom Dark is probably...
Finish it. Come on.
Come on, Gio, get it out.
If I could go back in time, I would have beat the holy hell out of Tom's father for even contemplating having a child as ugly and disgusting and credulous as Tom Dark.
Thank you.
I would have kicked him in the balls to make sure that he would have never had children, so it could have spared the world from the horror and scourge that is Tom Dark. Also, he is a little Jenny bitch for Keemstar, and that is the worst whacking offense there is on the internet.
Exactly.
There you go. So I know that I didn't actually write anything down. Actually, I was just making it up. It was a bit. So I don't know.
Is that real? You didn't write anything down? That was pretty good.
No, but I felt like it would be funnier if I pretended to write something down.
I thought you wrote something down. That was good. I actually like that. I like that.
I don't write nothing
Lev
down.
Spent the last few weeks grooming Turkey Tom so he could stuff him publicly today.
Basting Turkey Tom.
Exactly.
You know, Gio's really good at going off the cuff. Seems we can't get him away from McDonald's, though.
Wait, how does that relate to cuff? Oh.
Literally not. It does not. It's just get away.
Oh, shit.
Lev's the only guy I know who can get lost in a grocery store because he saw a cereal box that made him start a new religion.
I could make jokes about Lev, but I probably wouldn't go very
No, do it. Do it. Come on.
No, it was all just gonna be Mossad jokes.
No, it's still good.
Effort.
It's still good. I want to hear it.
And
And bring your dad over.
No. Something about what could be a good joke? I'm trying to think. No, it would just be stupid fucking Wignap bullshit. Don't worry about it.
So it's Tom's people.
Yeah.
My Twitter following.
I'm afraid of Tom meeting Lev in person because if they hang out, I think Lev is going to relive all of his most depraved Sonic furry fantasies through Tom.
It's like the Keymaster meeting the Gatekeeper. Tom, you get that reference?
No.
Good.
Of course not. The only references Tom gets are anything that's related to YouTube in 2016 and maybe Roblox or like Legos or
Roblox.
something.
Only Roblox, actually.
Yeah.
I passed it all up. New video about Roblox did well. I'm now a Roblox channel.
You guys know why Tom
Turkey
hates
Tom's
Pyrocynical.
Vietnam was eternally... Turkey Tom is like one of those 13-year-olds that wish they would have been killing some North Vietnamese. They were too young to go off to Nam. Gamergate is like Turkey Tom's Nam, eternally regretful that he was only 12 years old instead of 15 years old.
And somehow he was still a casualty.
I was literally 12 when that started. It was 2014.
I knew it.
Was it 2014 Gamergate began?
That's when the
2014
grooming
to
from
15.
Keemstar really began.
Oh my god, is that long ago?
Exactly. Yeah, I was 12 in 2014.
Honestly, though, I just want to thank you guys for inviting me to the roast of Lieutenant Corbus. I'm Turkey Tom.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wait. Oh my god, I see it.
You know, roast of men is a great honor.
I don't
after
look
a
like Corbus. I don't
career
look like
as
Corbus.
a sign of respect.
But you do sound like her.
Do I? I don't think I do.
It was just last week that Tom got his first pubic hair. We're proud of you, big guy.
Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you like it.
How do you know that?
I told him. I
Lieutenant,
DM'd him. I was
Exchanging
so I was so
pizza?
excited. I had to let him know.
Both
Just lending credit
Soph
to that
and
Amos
Tom
theory.
are J-woke, but we could get Turkey Tom on. Tom, so you have to admit.
Wait, well,
never
have you
mind.
invited her to the show and she didn't? she
No,
didn't respond?
God, no. We would get totally banned if that happened.
Would you? You might be okay.
We
if
would
you had
get.
her
We
on
might get
once.
some. Yeah, we might. I don't know. Maybe enough fuckers will make a video on us if we have.
I would say you can't do it live because you
Maybe
don't know
Tom
what
will
she's
make a
gonna say.
video on us if we do that.
Yeah, Tom. Are you gonna do a rise and fall of us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tom. The rise and fall of Giant Geo, from fat to more fat.
you're one of the rise and fall guys.
From before, from way before. What's that guy's name? AJ?
He's the new
AJ?
CEO of Twitter now.
Oh my god! Yeah, see, Tom roasted him so thoroughly in that video. He had to become the CEO of Twitter just to ban Zapty now. That's probably
Exactly.
You know,
going
that
on.
guy was so
Exactly.
close to getting laid. He was almost there, and then Tom exposed him.
Can we just do a roast of Ajay now?
Yeah.
You know, when I first
It's
saw Ajay's
amazing
channel,
how-
I thought he was a Jeep pie.
Oh my god.
You know, AJ is more sus
Is
than
it
a
just because
character
he's
in Among
Indian?
Us.
Is that like just the joke? Like,
AJ
and
became
cringe.
CEO of Twitter just to have access
true.
to all the white
Indian and
women
cringe, I see
DMs.
that.
People were making that joke. I stole that from Twitter today. Don't worry about it.
I hope I didn't bully a joke.
Wait, it's
too hard,
okay.
you know? I don't wanna
You
hurt
stole the
his
joke
feelings.
from Twitter. You're just doing normal, everyday Tom behavior. That's totally fine.
Oh my god.
Internet
I've stolen,
AJ.
like,
Tom
three
literally
tweets in
made
my
a
life.
video on fucking just everyone roasting Seth Rogen on Twitter. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Much
I
like
sent
Tom's
Seth Rogen a
videos.
question on Twitter. I sent him a DM, asked if he was Jewish. I couldn't tell.
Oh yeah, that's why you
That's the
got
Jewish
banned
question.
the first time.
Sam, what is? Can you explain as a Jew the Jewish question? Actually,
Yeah,
Lev
it's
too.
when Seth Rogen asks, "Are you Jewish?" That's the
Okay.
Jewish question.
Thank you for clearing it up. There's been a lot of
That is
confusion.
what that is, yeah.
So if you've ever had that,
Did
you can
anyone
ask
do the Seth
Jewish
Rogen laugh? Slush, I feel like you don't do the Seth Rogen laugh.
question. Everyone go.
I like to suck cock, guys. My car got broke into like 15 times. I was in West Hollywood.
He sounds like such a retard. I hate his laugh.
I got this
He's
cool
pro-
knife.
Wait, West Hollywood? You mean where all the ladyboy hookers are? He's down
Yeah.
there.
Where Tom lives.
I saw him. I was there.
Oh. No, was it North Hollywood that was like the grimy part with like all the prosties and everything? That the
Dude,
Ivar
Also,
Theater.
where Tom lives.
Yeah, I think it was North Hollywood that was the terrible.
It's
part.
both. West Hollywood is like the gay part, and
Yeah.
North Hollywood is like the more like grimy part. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have this place called the Ivar Theater, which was like this porno theater. Like they had live dancers, and the mentors would play there. That's like a blast from the past of like '90s edge culture. If you remember the mentors, they were like the first shock band, like that other
Kind of
band
like
with-
Slipknot.
Yeah, well, the guy. It's funny because the mentors, their singer El Duce, he claimed that Courtney Love tried to pay him $300,000 to kill Kurt Cobain, and it was in the documentary Kurt and Courtney by Broomfield, and right before the film got edited, he actually died in a fucking mysterious
Holy
train accident
shit.
where he was
I
like
don't
riding
believe
the
that.
rails.
I don't believe that happened. That guy's full of shit. I don't think Courtney wanted him dead.
Oh, that dead
Yeah,
guy?
I
He's
think
full of
that-
shit. I
Yeah,
don't
he was
believe
full
him.
of shit. Yeah.
No, I do think he's full of shit. I think Kurt killed himself.
If you know anything about the mentors, and
They could
he
both
was
be
probably
true.
full of shit. Yeah.
Courtney
He
made
could have
him kill
wanted him
himself.
dead, and he killed himself.
He
Yeah.
killed
If you were
himself
married
'cause
to
he was
Courtney,
like a
you wanna
depressed
kill yourself.
loser. He's
I always wanted to
Kurt
be
Cobain.
just like Kurt Cobain, you know, banging Courtney Love.
Apparently, Francis Bean's pretty attractive. She's got to be
We're in
legal
the
age
Bob
now.
Saget roast now.
It's at the Bob Saget. But yeah,
You know, Bob
Courtney Love-
Saget killed a woman and raped her in 1993.
Bob Saget, more like Bob.
Oh!
Yeah, it's
We have a couple of
Bob
Does that
Saget!
name sound
more like Bob.
Tourette's
I
guy,
forget.
OG Tourette's guy.
We have a couple of super chat roasts, by the way. So here, let's see. I don't know if this is a roast or not. It's from ACTG, $5. I'll always remember how before he made the vid on the fart selling girl, Tom looked over excitedly and told me
The fart selling girl.
Yeah, the fart selling girl. Tom looked over excitedly and told me why there's a lot of money in this. I'm not exactly sure what that is meant to be. I don't think I've seen that video.
Wait, you got to explain this. Who is the fart
Yeah,
selling
who's the
girl?
fart selling
So I
girl?
did a video on my second
Is
channel
that one of the
that
girls
just
you fucked?
released. Exactly, that's one of them. Yeah.
I think that's Tom.
so I did this video about this bitch that like she films herself like farting into microphones onto like lollipops and shit.
Oh yeah.
and then she sells
one.
that and ships it out to people.
I don't know
It's a
about that,
living.
but I know that there's a lot of money in it. There has to be.
There's got.
No, I mean she claims that she's made a lot. Yeah.
What's her
That's
name?
fucking
I have
sick.
to look her up here.
If you look up like Channel 4 selling farts, you'll find the video.
Yeah.
So that's how you met your girlfriend?
Look her up and
Exactly. Yeah.
Haley, that's the name.
in about a week, some of the books in Geo's library.
Oh, this chick. Oh man.
She's a really like repulsive figure, not physically.
He
Obviously.
looks
I'm
like
not-
a chunkier version of
attacking
Anita
her,
Sarkeesian. I don't know why. They like
she's just-
exactly.
She's literally just like unattractive. She's just unattractive.
He's like, I guess, all right. You'd be pretty embarrassed if you had to like tell your friends about it the next morning. But Yeah,
Geo, would
yeah, I don't
you
know.
buy some of her lollipops?
no, I'm not into the brap thing. I don't know. That's kind of too much.
Really?
I don't get that feel. Like she's got. I will admit, like her body is kind of good. Like I'm into chicks who are a bit chubbier, but like
Wait, can we? What is?
I
What's
don't
her name?
know. Her name is
She's a repulsive human being.
her name is Botanica or something. If you type in like Channel 4 farts, then it's like the first Lush botanist. That's her name, Lush botanists. I guess she's a botanist. So she's growing an extra smelly weeds to ingest and then brap. So I guess she's a vegan brapper. So I don't know how you pull that off. Vegan braps.
Well, those probably
Like vegan gains, but brapping. So
well, those probably smell even worse than just like meaty braps.
Turkey Tom should do a video on Whitney, Wisconsin, and they could collab.
Oh no, this is horrifying. I don't even
no.
wanna-
Wait, who is
I have
Whitney?
to X out immediately.
Who is Whitney, Wisconsin?
Tom, do you know about Whitney, Wisconsin?
Of course I do. She was the subject of a huge Leafy video back in the day.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh
How
wait,
could I
I think I know what
forget?
you guys talking about.
The
yeah.
girl
I
that
learned
fucks
about her from
dogs.
another channel that shall remain nameless, but you know.
What channel?
Yeah. Never mind.
Okay, I have a
Is it
genuine
like,
question.
just like some Sonnenrad shit you don't want to talk about?
Well, it's like, well, okay, all those people hated him back in the day, but have you ever heard of Common Philip?
No, I have not.
Yeah, don't worry.
Actually,
about it,
no,
don't worry
I
about
do
it.
know the name. I actually do know the name.
You know the white girls fuck dogs meme?
Yeah.
Wait,
That
that's
was-
just a
that
meme.
was all
Fuck
him. That was-
dogs.
Rusty Cage got that from him.
Hey, really?
Oh,
Fuck
sure.
them.
Wait, Tom, I have a
Yeah.
genuine question though. Would you say it does seem like you're pretty inspired by Leafy though? Would you say he's like your kind of like your biggest inspiration with YouTube?
Forefather.
That's a good rush.
No, I would not say that. I'd say he's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
So there was an.
I
There are
wonder
other
if-
people I would consider
yeah.
probably equal. Yeah.
I feel like you're the Leafy is like L, that's being generous, but you're like N. You know, you guys seen
Like
Death Note?
N.
Yeah, the kid with the white hair that comes.
Yeah,
after
Leafy's
L.
a big. Tom's a big
Okay.
N, all right.
like the disappointing sequel, but you know, still manages to be successful.
No, believe me. Next year, things are going to be wacky. Okay. As long as I survive the gay op, things are going to be wacky. I need to survive the gay op first.
I think you might be perpetuating.
Well,
the
speaking
gay op.
speaking
You've
of
already
speaking
done.
of the.
I tried to stay out of the gay op. I was pulled into the gay op, and now the gay op is going to take hold. But
what's
I
the
will
deal
try
with
to
these
survive the
gay
op.
ops?
What's the deal?
I'm ready for the straight Tom arc.
Ask Kraut.
Phileas Rivuli,
Oh, God.
Phileas Rivuli, $5 to super chat. Tom had to go after Pyro Cynical because he couldn't handle being the second hottest femboy on YouTube.
Exactly.
That's pretty good.
Fueled by jealousy.
And another one from Phileas.
I gotta admit though, I
That's a
will
good one.
give props to Common Filth is never coming back. Don't worry about it. I have to give props to Turkey Tom. He did stand up for what he believed in by lying and slandering No, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
I kind of
That would have been
believe
funny
it, I
if you had just said
believe
that.
Here's another super chat from Phileas, $5. Lev will die. And okay, no, there's more. Lev will die.
It's true.
Oh shit, you're gonna die.
Lev will die and be wrong about reincarnation. Meet Saint Peter and ask, "Have you heard of the Wim Hof method?"
What are you talking about? Lev's people don't go to heaven.
Oh,
shit! Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
man.
Go to Shawl.
Gio.
Okay, it's different.
Gio, pretty
Shawl is
pretty soon you're gonna be Edomite posting. I know it.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to break out the physiognomy chart, the eye color chart. I'm gonna have to break out the.
You're gonna have to talk about King Herod the Great and all that all that stuff.
Tom, what eye color do you have, by the way?
Brown.
Oh no.
That's what his girlfriend knows. She's fucking him from behind.
The brown eye.
Tom is low caste confirmed. Brown-eyed slave. Spiritual.
Exactly.
Spiritual untouchable. No, but have you ever heard of the eye chart, Tom? The eye
No,
chart?
I'm not retarded. I'm not
Really? It seems like it'd be up your alley. It's kind of like a racial thing, right? It's like some sort
I don't
of
see.
suppressed-
I don't see color. I don't see color.
Yeah, you just see race and gender and religious beliefs.
Oh man.
All part of the plan.
He just sees black and white.
Turkey Tom,
Boys,
part of the internet hate machine
I gotta
since 2016.
go. I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
I'll see you guys.
What
He's
time
at
is it in
Cake.
Bongland? 10 bongs?
No, he's
I'm
in
not
America
Bongland
now.
right
Bongs.
I'm in Michigan right now. It's like nearly.
That's
7
also
PM.
Bongland.
Yeah,
Also, yeah.
yeah, it's Bongland.
There's a lot of bongs.
I saw my first person who's too fat to walk around the supermarket the other day.
Wait, you saw Nick Diorio?
yeah.
I was gonna say Nicola Avocado, but that's even better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
speaking
I've
of
never, I've
brown
never seen
stars.
someone using a scooter in person before. That was crazy.
I've never seen Gio out
Yeah.
of his chair. Come to think of it. I've never seen him stand up.
Don't bring
just
Gio into
saying.
this. Gio can walk. I trust that.
Can
Gio
he?
can walk.
Yeah, I
We've never
can
seen
You
it
trust
before.
it? Have you seen it? Has he demonstrated it?
That's a good point, actually. Gio, you haven't demonstrated it. You know what? You haven't got to. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Oh.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Turkey
Alright, see you,
Tom,
glass cake.
fuck you, idiot.
Ass cake.
Bye,
Get
ass
roasted,
cake.
dumbass.
Later, man.
Goodbye.
Bye.
What the fuck was that?
Croin Kick says for $5. Tom.
Look, I'm standing, mother.
Tom-
You want to see my guy? You want me to listen? To get Nicholas Diorio, we're gonna have a gunt off, right?
What about Ralph? You got to get him in there too.
I might
Are
as
you
well
guys on
bring
good
in
terms with
Ryan.
Ralph, or does Ralph hate you guys?
Ralph probably hates us. Actually.
I don't know. I've had no
I
interaction
can't
with.
keep talking shit about him. I
Yeah,
can't stop.
I'll recuse myself from that one. I've
No,
known Ralph
listen.
for a while.
Wait, Charlie.
I don't think Ralph knows about us, but I've been known to. He blocked me because I've been known to A-log from time to time.
Well,
But it's-
Charlie, can you try to get Ethan Ralph on? Maybe we're gonna do like
Well,
a
what did he
bit
talk
shoot-
about?
bit
I'll
shoot-
send him a message. I'll shoot him a message. We'll see.
He
say,
stole
hey,
the-
my friend would love to have you on his show.
He stole a number of debates from us. I'm just saying. No, I'm kidding. Well, he
Also,
kinda did
Croin
with the
Kick
one.
says for $5. Tom is if Leafy is here was Mr. Enter. I don't understand the reference to Tom. Can you explain?
You know who
Mr.
Mr.
Enter.
Enter
No.
is?
No.
Well,
He's like
Other-
this
other-
old,
other than the-
cartoon reviewer guy.
Oh yeah.
The mysterious
oh, my
Mr.
God.
Enter. You must know the name.
interesting.
Easy
Yeah.
Peasy, I think, did a video about
Oh
it.
shit!
Yeah.
We should get Easy
Oh,
Peasy.
boy.
We should get Easy Peasy on soon for the.
Yeah, we should have had him for the roast. Easy peasy would have roasted us.
Well, Easy.
He's
I
fine.
don't know how much Easy Peasy knows about Tom, but we're definitely gonna have Easy Peasy on for the Israel show with Gio and his
I
father.
think he knows a bit. He's watched my stuff.
Oh my God.
The Israel
Yeah,
show?
wait, Tom. Do you know about this? So one day, Gio's father appeared in the room, and he was just shouting at Gio and talking about how. Well, okay, I don't want to say anything off the cuff if you don't want me to, Gio.
Man.
Gio, you tell the story. What happened?
No, you tell it. I'm not.
Okay, well, he was
We were doing a
Did
live
his dad
stream
go
one day.
mask off? Would you say?
Pretty much, yeah. He went into my room. He like knew I was on stream. It was in the It was a live stream. It wasn't BTR. And
It was
he
a gay op.
Yeah, it was a total gay op. I was felted. He goes into my room. He fucking he snatches the mic away from me. Everyone in the chat was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then he starts shouting like, "No, don't listen to my son. He's an anti-Semite. No, I'm a base boomer. Israel #1."
and from there,
Didn't say
and
that,
from
but,
there,
you know.
he wanted to give me $100, which again, as being a member of the tribe, I highly respect that offer.
Oh.
So anyway, he wanted to give me $100.
Why didn't he give me $100? I'll take $100.
No, it wasn't just $100. $100 to do
100 shekels.
100 shekels, exactly. 100 shekels to do a live stream debate with his own son on the subject of Israel.
Oh God.
So we're like gonna do a BTR exclusive, I think.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Interesting.
Free Israel, boys.
Yeah, I'm very
It's gonna be
Tom, what do you think
You
about
guys should-
Israel?
yeah.
I like it. It's cool. You know, they're nice guys.
Glink, how do you feel about Israel?
I like
I'm
their
down.
dancing.
I like it. I support their right to exist as a state for sure.
You know, there's
Yeah.
these crazy things they have in like Israel. They have like these flash dance mobs or some shit I've heard about.
Oh Lord,
Um,
Tom.
This is not a meme. This is not even a meme. Like this guy, I think it was Matt Tabor. He told me about it. They have like these traveling like techno
Oh
guys.
shit.
Oh
These traveling
shit!
techno guys. They
Oh,
get in these
God.
vans and go around and they dance.
No, okay.
Oh,
I take
God.
back. I take back my roast because after a certain point, Turkey Tom can't do the fucking Ethan Klein. I am mea culpa, mea culpa. He's gonna have to stick to being an edgelord forever. So-
Yeah, once you go off
That's true.
the edge like
Oh.
that, son,
I don't understand. All I did was talk about dancing.
The grave zone.
Am I missing something?
Turkey.
I
I
actually
wish
don't
I
know
had
what's.
the liberty that you did to say that kind of stuff, Tom.
What are you talking about? I'm not even exactly.
They have
I don't
good
know.
dance
I-
troops
I-
in Israel.
I'm literally just talking about like they have these vans that go around with like techno music of these guys that have like flash parties.
That sounds
and
fun.
they dance.
They do
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm saying. I said
Yeah,
they're nice
you know.
guys.
Oh my God! Oh shit! I just realized Tom was being serious, and we're totally fucking his public image by attributing to the dancing is real. Like we totally made him into like some fucking Nick Fuentes fucking girl. What about the dancing Israelis? Like,
No, they really do dance in Israel. What, you don't think they
You
dance
can look
in
it up for
Israel?
yourself.
Isn't it weird that every conversation with Tom just ends up talking about Jews and Israel?
I didn't even bring it up.
Yeah,
You
Brings
asked
up
me
the
my opinion on
Holocaust. He's
Israel.
talking about Hitler. He's talking
And I
about.
said
we all
that
knew
nice
you were
guys.
thinking it, Tom. Okay.
I wasn't even thinking it. I don't think about that kind of stuff. I'm a nice guy.
Reform.
Turkey Tom, next video: the rise and fall of Andrew Anglin and the Daily Stormer.
The rise and fall of Benjamin Netanyahu.
The rise and fall of Moshe Dayan.
Benjamin Netanyahu was truly acting more sus than a character from Among Us.
The rise and fall of
I would watch
Tom
that. That'd be a good
Roast.
video.
What was the one that was differently abled, Lev? Was it
Wait, the guy with the eye patch?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No,
There's
no,
an
the
eye
guy
patch
who was
guy?
like, he was paralyzed. Was it Ariel Sharon?
No, let me
The guy, I think it was Ariel Sharon.
let me look it up. Maybe it was Ariel Sharon. Now that I think about it, I'm not exactly sure. And Turlka Jones says,
Turkey Tom went harder on. No, I'm just no. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Wait, no, come on. You can say it.
"Oh, and by the way, Alexander."
Turkey Tom Dark went harder on Adij on internet Adij than the IDF did on the fucking.
Come on, Gio.
On
get
what?
it
Don't
out.
just fucking say it.
And
Jesus
his girlfriend.
Get it
The
out.
IDF did on the Lebanese in Ramallah in 2006.
What a reference.
See, this stream is called Break the Rules. I expect you to break the rules
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
instead of abiding
Talking
by
about
it.
Internet AJ here.
I don't know why. We're just
Yeah.
falling apart on this.
We're talking about Internet Rebel, Internet AJ, okay? Truly more sus than a character from Among Us. You can say whatever you want.
Oh.
Don't be weird about it. Don't be gay about it.
Internet AJ is the kind of guy that would have gone to VidCon and hit on everyone's girlfriends.
That was-
Unironically.
That's
It's not a
that's
joke,
why
just
he didn't
being
go.
serious.
Because
I know
there were
we're
no
talking about
girls.
Quentin reviews right now.
I don't think he would do that. Quentin does not
I've
have
been
the
trying to get
confidence to hit
Quentin
on a girl.
Reviews to do a Garfield podcast with me. The premise would be that he loves Garfield and I hate Garfield. Tune in every week to hear me call Quentin Reviews names and talk about Garfield.
Garfield versus Garfield.
This
That'll
is
be-
where our society has.
That'll be the name of the podcast, Gio.
Yeah. The Garfield versus Garfield.
Anyways, what else can we roast?
You guys just need to have Tom Sotomayor and Turkey Tom on at the same time.
think
That'll
Let's
be-
roast
Yeah.
everybody.
Tom should roast each one of us, I think.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah,
that's
we
how
didn't have
roasts
that
always
yet.
end.
Yeah.
That's how that
Okay.
roast usually happens.
All right, come on. What kind of jokes have you got prepared about?
I've got a few. They're ready. Okay. Slush also lost a debate to Destiny, so pretty disappointing that he got owned there, and his video was dog shit, and he got owned in the marketplace of ideas. Gio is fat. Charles Khan is unfunny.
Yes.
As for Glink, he's always talking about the Armenian genocide. I always called it the Armenian justified.
Oh,
And,
man, what a
That's
okay.
worse than any of my Israel jokes.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Whoa!
Wow. You got
I don't know.
you got a
know,
future Young Turks position now. Congratulations.
yeah, seriously. You and
man.
Hassan should collaborate on a podcast. That'd be great.
Yeah, we're in talks right now. He said, he DM'd me. He was like, "Hey Tom, I really like your video about me. You have some really valid criticisms. I was hoping you could come on and actually replace Ethan because I think you would bring a lot more entertainment value than a fat, unfunny loser like him." So yeah, I'll be going
There
on.
you go.
I don't know what I would say about Lev. Like, I don't know. He's a nice guy. He likes turkeys. He's very wholesome.
Hacking chol.
I don't know. He likes Sonic. Is that a roast?
Game about
He
the
likes
autism.
Sonic? Actually, I have a giant. Hold on. I want to show you something.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Here's the temporary Tom Turkey back for the people who
Should
haven't
we
seen
take
him
guesses
before.
on what it is?
It's gonna
Yeah.
be Sonic plushie.
I'm
gonna
thinking
be
he's gonna
something
pull
like
out.
that. Or
a
Lego
Lego
I'd be
Sonic.
lying if I said that I bought this
back
with the
with
intent of
Rosa
giving
Chew
it to you,
body
Lev.
pillow.
But this is for you, okay? This
Ah,
is for you.
you were right.
I've been saving this.
Ah.
It's a
Supersonic.
backpack. You can put it on your back.
Whoa.
Oh no.
He's got a zipper on his head, so you can put things inside of him.
Oh, a zipper
Okay.
head. Okay,
You
cool.
can
Guys
put
wanna
your
put your
Limp
stuff
Bizkit
inside
CD
Sonic?
inside. You can put it in, and it will fit. And
Do you wear that to
yeah,
school?
Every day.
Hey, where's that to the grade school he goes to pick up chicks at?
Oh. More Title 8, more
Very
Title
cool.
9s than Isabel Janke.
Very cool, Tom.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Did you hear what I just said?
I did.
I
yes.
said Turkey Tom has more Title 9s against him than Isabel
Dude, you're like Polly. You're like, but you have to like repeat your joke to make sure people laugh at it.
Yeah, go get the papers. Get the papers.
Did you hear that? I said, do you remember your first blowjob? He said, yeah. I said, how long did it take for the guy to come?
That's the scene. So yeah, this is yours, Lev.
Turkey Tom remembers his
meet up?
first blowjob.
Thank
It
you.
took him that long for Keemstar to come.
Lev, I know you're in
was
New York.
flat.
We're not that
was
far away, so maybe I can bring it to you at some point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have to get that done.
Get it?
Hand
I told him.
delivered.
I said, Turkey Tom gave Keemstar a blowjob, and it took him a long time to come.
Wait.
Did you not get?
Wait,
Turkey Tom
Wait,
gave
wait.
Keemstar AIDS.
Philip.
Yeah, I wondered how Keemstar got AIDS. I knew he had it, but I just didn't know how he got it.
We found the missing link.
Now,
But
that's
Keemstar's
what I call
Talmudic
a rise and fall.
prevents him from getting AIDS because
When
Keemstar
Keemstar said
is
he
of the
was dating a
tribe.
20-year-old girl, he was talking about Tom.
Jesus.
Rise
Wig
and
and a
fall.
dress on him, and suddenly he's a lady. He had a
The
very
rise and
feminine
fall of-
penis.
Sorry.
Aren't I a little old for him?
The rise and fall of Keemstar's T cells.
Okay.
Featuring Turkey Tom.
The rise and fall of T-cells.
Oh fuck!
Shit, that's fucking brutal. That was like the Tim Dillon one. Apparently, you could live to 7 years old if you have AIDS now. If I had AIDS, my parents would be like, "No, at least you're getting healthier." Remember? He was on an elevator.
Finally, something to get you to lose weight.
Oh, that was a good one. What a fucking what are we doing?
Yeah, this roast. I'm gonna roast this roast. Goddamn.
Listen,
I think this
they're
turkey's
calling
overcooked.
the buttholes pussies now. That's
This turkey's burnt at this point. I mean,
Inedible.
yeah.
So
Nothing's inedible for Geo. Keep your erasers away.
Is this where we give all the compliments now and like be wholesome for a minute, or?
Yeah, I guess.
Really want to do that? You really want to add a boy Tom on what all he's accomplished, and how
What
popular he's
accomplished?
become in the alt right.
Darling of the alt right, and I do mean
Catch
darling.
me on TRS real soon.
You gonna go on striking Mike?
Yeah.
Talk about.
We're gonna talk about what did he say in that Destiny debate? He was like the Judaization of music or something like that. He said something like that.
Oh, he was the guy who did the about the jazz.
He's such a wacky retard. Like I don't understand those
No,
guys.
Striker. He's actually a smart guy. It's just he's not good at debates, from what I've heard. But yeah, that was a pretty. Oh, what are we doing right now?
It was a
What are
bad
we
showing.
doing?
Yeah, I think we're gonna compliment Turkey.
Yeah. Oh,
Turkey
okay.
Tom's going to
Turkey.
dethrone Nick Fuentes as the child leader of the white race in the alt-right. So that's
You know, I want to say, Tom, truthfully, you're a good kid. I think you're going to go far. You make good videos for the most part. I mean, even if the topics are kind of redundant and derivative and old, but you know, for the most part, you make some pretty good videos. I think a lot of my frustration just comes from me projecting onto you because you have Turkey in your name and the whole, you know, Armenian
That
genocide
makes sense,
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, it
so-
happened.
Yeah,
It was
it's
justified. That kind
blood
of thing.
memory.
I understand.
Wait, Glink, can you
that was
actually
art.
say something positive about Turkey? Not Turkey Tom, but Turkey.
The country.
like-
Yes.
They have Mount Ararat, which is our sacred land. So that's a positive about the country of Turkey, is that they have Ararat Mountain.
I always wanted to visit Turkey and go to the Grand Bazaar. That'd be pretty cool. I guess the
The,
Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, they're gonna have to close it after you leave.
Tom, you're going to go far. You're doing great, man. One day you'll realize Stephen Bonnell is not a father figure. But
He's not your internet daddy.
you'll get there.
He is a father. He's not a father figure though.
Is
And
he?
what I
Does
like
he have a
about
kid?
Tom is that he's a hard
He has a
working
son, yeah.
kid. Like you can see the
Oh my
hustle. You
God.
can see him grinding. You can see him putting out videos constantly.
Yeah.
Like he's always got something going.
Yeah, like I mean, I struggle to even like put out a video a week, but like editing and from like editing to scripting, it's just like Turkey Tom's a machine.
And
Yeah, you want to know why? This
Mm.
and this and this.
He's gonna pull out the Andy Worski
And
cocaine
this.
stash.
and
That's what it's
Coke.
headed
Just out of
Yeah.
frame as a meth
The
pipe.
Coke stash.
Source-cited meth pipe.
Yeah, the meth really gets me pumped to make videos.
Turkey Tom is a connoisseur of meth chemsex, as the kids call it nowadays.
yeah, well,
So,
that
back in my day, millennial gays had to use poppers.
yeah. Now you just
Now they use meth.
now you just put the meth in the supersonic backpack and go to the elementary school and then just start
Oh no!
just start blowing the clouds and that.
Now they use nail polish to identify themselves.
Yeah, black nail polish.
Well, the nail
right?
polish is to cover up the pipe burns. That's
Right.
probably
Mhm. Yeah, guys, we're ending this already.
yeah.
So
this
in conclusion, Turkey Tom is a crackhead.
And racist. We'd established that several
You,
times.
you raise a
over.
good point. You do raise a good point.
oh,
Ka-chow.
All right, so listen, guys.
Hopefully, we're not all gonna get banned off of. Anyway.
Yes, no,
Yeah,
we
get us all banned
we did
from everything.
we didn't say
Yeah, Turkey
anything
Tom might be
wrong.
fucked after this stream. Hopefully, Tom Dark will carry on his legacy.
Yes.
See what happens.
So, guys, listen, tomorrow, everybody who's watching this, okay, tomorrow we're going to have Jason Stapleton on, and it's going to be the complete opposite of this stream because it's going to be about self-empowerment and, having wealth, power, and influence. So this is something...
Unlike
Things
Turkey
that Turkey
Tom.
Tom doesn't have.
I mean, Turkey
That
Tom...
was the best roast of all.
Yeah, seriously.
So we're going to be talking about how do we get all of the millennials and Zoomers who have been betrayed by the corruption to start making their own societies, I guess, and start
All right,
exiting
I
from
got
the
a
machine.
suggestion: beatings, firm beatings.
Yeah, well, now that now that
Glad you got that out
That's
there.
so good.
now that No Nut November is out of the way, I think the firm beatings are going to begin.
That's right. They'll
Someone
be beating them off left and right.
Do you know that the Peppy fucking the turkey? Do you know that image? Like it's like No Nut November is like going hard. You know that one? Someone
I don't think so.
Photoshop a picture of Turkey Tom on that
Turkey.
Peppy fucking the turkey, but like he's got to have the zoomer perm as well, the mulatto zoomer perm. Can I say that
God.
word? I don't think I could say that word.
Mulatto
Yeah, you
Zoomer
can't
perm.
say Zoomer
You can probably
anymore.
say it.
You can't say so.
I thought mulatto was. Someone told me that that's derogatory now, but I guess everything's
might be.
derogatory.
Yeah.
I knew a gal that used to call herself Caramel, so
Yeah.
Yeah, Caramel Gibson.
She's like when you mix in like the caramel too much to your ice cream. You mix it in, it gets kind of dark and like odd.
Yeah, doesn't go down very well.
Good one, Tom.
He said it doesn't go down very well.
All right,
I was a nice guy. I like mixing my caramel with my ice cream.
all right, we're at...
Tom likes mixing it, likes the chocolate.
I'm basically mixed
Oh,
race. I'm
God.
basically mixed race. Actually.
Wait,
You
what
like
what
when
is
you
your
take
ancestry,
chocolate
Tom?
and mix it with vanilla?
If you can look back, like, do you know where your parents, grandparents?
My mom is from Bulgaria. My mom is from Europe.
Oh.
That's pretty close
should
to
do a-
black, actually, in the Eastern
Oh,
European context.
You should do a stream with Land Shark. I think that would be good.
With who?
Land Shark.
Who is that?
Just, you don't know about Land Shark on Twitter?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of before your time.
Is this some like
yeah,
right
go
wing
watch
thing?
a Chevy Chase sketch from Saturday Night Live where he plays Jaws.
No, Land Shark is a next level esoteric poster on Twitter. He's one of the most friendliest guys on Twitter.
I think there's only one esoteric guy I follow, like Owen Broadcast. That guy seems kind of esoteric.
Yeah, good friend of the show, actually.
I mean, you follow Lev, right?
I do follow Lev.
We have one more.
It's mystery.
We have one more over here for the super chats.
That landed pretty flat. So someone said, "Oh, I follow Lev." Silence.
I have him muted, so I can't see him tweet out about me being on his stream. I don't remember him.
Do you just mute everyone you follow, though? Is that the policy?
I have a few people muted because like some big like porn accounts or something will follow me, or like some account that draws like some weird porn, and like I'll
Nice.
follow them because they're popular, and then I'll mute them because I don't want to see their shit when I'm like in the lunch line scrolling through Twitter and like some massive like
Black.
yeah, all of a sudden like some
like,
like
take a
half
look at these
cow,
shitty
half
dick
deer
nipples.
with like an 8-inch cock comes across my timeline. I'm like, can you
Oh
not?
man, I have certain like followers like they'll anime retweet, like my buddy Titus, our friend Lev. You like fucking scroll through the TL, you'll see a fucking half naked elf girl or some shit.
Dude, the other day I tweeted like some joke, and then this person in my replies got a bunch of likes. So I clicked on their thing and I was like, okay, who is this? They had like 20 likes. So I was like, who could this be? They're getting some likes. Maybe they're popular. They got like 8,000 followers. I'm like, okay, who is this? I scroll down and like the top retweet right there was this like super ripped dude with like a dog mask and his dick out, just like right there. And I was
Pup
like, holy shit.
playing,
Yeah.
as they call it. Wow.
Yeah, it was that weird like blue mask, the one that they
Mm,
use in like
yeah.
the Pride Parade or whatever. Yeah.
Oh man.
I saw it and I was like, I'm good.
No, I much more prefer something like Messy Tales than those, because I think that a lot of those masks.
At least Messy Tails is funny.
Yeah.
He's like crazy.
But those masks that are worn in the parades, there's just something very I don't know.
The pup play mask?
Yeah,
They look creepy.
they do.
Well-
They do look creepy. There's nothing even. It's like those masks are the equivalent to just like this overall seriousness that I think people within that movement or community portray. You know what I mean? Like, they don't like making fun of themselves. So even those masks, there's something serious
like
about
that
them.
Frank Castle video.
Yeah, exactly.
That was. Oh.
I'm sure Charles can relate to that. Being the masked bastard that he is.
There you go.
True, yeah. Well, we should have like a Charlie. You should make an avatar later on with like a green man wearing an orange pup play costume. I think that'll be your new look.
That'd be good.
Tom, do you like girls with abs? I saw someone.
Oh no, not this.
I don't at all.
Not
No,
this.
Tom, do you like girls?
I don't at all. Actually, no. No, I don't like girls with abs. I like girls that are like, very weak and can't defend themselves against me.
Well, technically speaking, wouldn't
Oh God!
Are there such girls?
technically speaking though,
Oh.
wouldn't the
There
abs
are a few. When you really have to
Oh.
search.
wouldn't the abs develop just
They
from
have
a lack
to have
of
extreme pro anorexia
Yeah.
for Tom to dominate.
No, but
Who would
the,
win
have
in
to
a
be a
fight,
member of-
Tom or Eugenia Cooney.
As soon as Maya's done with them, Tom takes over. Oh, no, Lev.
I mean,
no, I should have said that one.
Eugenia Cooney is like extremely like scarily thin, but when there are pictures I've seen of her when she looks more normal, and she's kind of cute.
You know what's crazy? I heard about
I'd
her.
ship Tom
from-
and Eugenia.
like I've heard about her since like at least I want to say 2012 or something like that. Like she goes way back.
Yeah,
Like,
she's been
she's-
online for a while.
Yeah.
She's like shoe one head. She's like eternally like that, like
Yeah.
Eternally
19-year-old
stuck in
girl.
teenage angst.
Eternally, yeah, 19.
I'm not trying to
girl.
shit on Shu too much, but the other day she like, keep in mind she's like 29, 30. She tweeted, she was like, "I'm so high. I shouldn't be tweeting right now. I'm so high." And I saw that and I was thinking like, are you 14 years old really? Like on your YouTube related Twitter account, like you're getting high and being like, I'm so high, guys. This is so crazy. Like this is Bo Black's behavior.
We
you know
get
what I
it.
mean?
You smoke
This is
weed.
Bo
Nobody
Black's
cares.
behavior.
And yeah, literally. Like who
I
gives a
do
shit?
feel
Everyone
sorry for
smokes
her
weed.
though. I do. I could probably save her.
Phileas asked.
You can save her.
I could probably.
You should hit her up. I mean, she did
Gio
like
could
Vox,
save
so
her.
you might be up her alley.
I'm sure my obesity would wear off on her, so she'll go back to normal.
I mean, as I said, she was into Vox.
They say that the more you hang out with fat people, the fatter you become. I'm not joking. This is what they say. So,
I mean, I
Lev,
could
have you
believe
gained
that.
some weight, by the way, bud?
Wait, did you become thinner?
I got the mirror.
No. If you hang out with fat people,
It's
you
just
inevitably will
infectious.
gain
It's
weight.
contagious.
I got the
Yeah.
mirror in the gym again. We got to bring Serpent Mound on
But it
here.
doesn't work for the reverse, though. Unfortunately.
All right,
Well,
so we got to get
yeah.
Eugenia Coonley to hang out
dominant
with
trait.
Diorio.
yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
They'll meet in the middle.
What's going on with Diorio? Are you guys?
on this podcast? Everyone's gonna come out obese.
No, Diorio is too skinny. Like, I mean, I think she has to go to extreme measures. So she has to basically live in my basement over here in order for her.
That's
to,
the new
be
shed
anorexic.
wife, basically.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
what
get
you're
into
saying.
Yeah,
some
the new
feeding.
shed wife. That's right.
Yes.
Um,
So we have a couple.
One more burn.
Okay.
When Turkey Tom has a hair whip, he looks like one of those scene girls from 2002 that'll give you a hand job at a bush party.
He is one of them.
That's pretty
That's
good.
how he was born.
Oh! Yeah, his dad didn't want any kids, but then his mom, I guess, pocketed the. Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry.
Phileas
She
asks.
followed him in after he left the bathroom.
Tom was conceived at a Limp Bizkit concert in 2001.
Oh my God! Can you imagine that? How fucked?
It's possible. It is possible.
Right in the middle of Nookie.
My parents
No, it
hate
had
that
to
shit.
be a
I don't
slow
know
song.
if that happened.
It's like
My
back
dad
in
like
the day.
only listens to Stone Temple Pilots. That's like all. Hates that shit.
It's based Gen Xer.
All right, couple
Yeah.
of more super chats here. But first, Phileas says, "Tom, do you like chubby ladies?" It's not a super chat, but I want to
No.
know.
I do. It's not a question for me, but
Do you really, Slush? I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I could go.
Oh, yeah,
I
dude.
could go for one.
It's good to put that out there.
Excellent. So-
Yeah, for any chubby ladies, hit up Slush. He will help you with your slushy body.
He'll
I like chubby ladies.
he'll buy some
I mean, but-
slushies for you.
we know. We
But I feel. Oh, are you applying something, Tom? Listen.
no, I'm just saying
listen.
we know.
Chubby, like in the right places, autistic,
Anyone else you try to fuck, you'd kill. Autistic, you're literally just describing what's that girl by reference.
Oh my God, you're right. That's what reminded me of.
You guys probably get along really well.
You guys should have her on the show.
We tried once.
Wait, Fat
I
Lover?
could probably DM her. I could probably.
Yeah, we got to get Fat Lover in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so another super chat we have. Norm Kelly, $2.
Well, she's looking for a husband, so
Yeah.
that could probably work.
Norm Kelly, $2. Should students be made to learn Anglish? I guess he meant English. Anglish or
Well, I just answered your fucking question right there, of course.
or Latin. Wait, Tom, I am kind of curious. I know you don't have anything to judge on this other than your experience, your lived experience. But how stupid are the kids in your school?
I don't know, not that stupid. I'm probably more stupid than all of them.
I don't know. Like maybe that's just
Yeah, would you go on to a comedy roast?
Okay, that's a good point.
Here I am. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't have.
I don't think you can describe this
I can't
as
have a
comedy,
conversation with most of them, but I wouldn't say they're stupid. Yeah.
But would you say that, like we said before, they're lacking in certain things that maybe I don't fucking know. I mean, I go all doom and gloom about Generation Z, probably needlessly. There's probably the same generation as before with, their own particular differences. I just can't help but feeling like they're just getting brainwashed in these schools. I don't know. Is it too much for me to
I can't believe these kids.
I did think
they haven't read Helen
political
Blavatsky
thing-
yet.
I think I said this on stream before. I did think that politics thing was kind of a meme before I went to college, and then I would hear Jordan Peterson they're indoctrinating your children. Whatever. I can't do this fucking gay voice, but
Was that
I
an
definitely
Indian
have
Jordan
noticed
Peterson?
yeah.
Because there was an Indian Jordan Peterson. His
These
name was
colleges
Judah
are truly
Christian
actually
Meredith.
more
Wait,
sus than
Dr.
the
K?
character from Among Us.
Are you guys talking about
No. Dr. K is Indian Jordan Peterson. Okay, but no, I've noticed the political thing definitely is all my professors are left leaning. It's just how it is, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't make a big deal out of it. I just kind of ignore it. I don't really care that much. I'm not the type to strike up a debate in class and be like, hey, actually you're wrong. I just don't care. I don't know. I used to care about politics a lot, honestly, before probably senior year, and then senior year of high school I just kind of stopped caring, and I've been a lot happier ever since.
That's actually a good point for all of us. I think we focus too much on the politics, and I think it drains us. And there's a weird thing where a lot of posts that are made are based on, hey, there's this horrible thing that I hate that's probably going to happen. Let's all hate on how horrible this thing is. And that's got to be a vampire.
Yeah, tweeting about it will do nothing,
Yeah.
It's nothing. Yeah.
But no, well, yes and no, because it does give you followers. That's number one. And number two.
Okay, it gives you followers,
yes,
sure.
and it does.
But as soon as you tweet about anything that isn't political, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true, unfortunately.
So it's a hard thing. We want to get out of this particular trap that we're in, where this is just like we were talking before about how Turkey Tom is wearing the masks of all of these different people that Turkey Tom makes videos of. I think in a similar way, anytime we engage with any of this political stuff, we're substituting the politics for the chance to, I don't fucking know, create something which may not get as many hits, but is that maybe more... Yeah, is that better for growth? I don't know, personal growth?
In the long term, I think it will do better if you're more true and honest and less grifty about it. But in the short term, if you really wanted some success, I'm sure making the video about the SJWs would get you a bunch of hits, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's...
That did work, but then that,
I mean, look what happened to all...
Yeah.
how many people from back then are still really around on YouTube? It's very few.
Very
And the only people that really survive are people that basically switch sides. I mean, Sargon went more right, Shu went more left.
Yeah, they either I think they.
Chris
had to
Reagan
just-
doesn't really make videos anymore. What is he doing?
Thank God he was
being a piece of shit.
I think he's.
Hey guys, it's
Yeah,
Chris Reagan.
Everyone hates him. I
here.
don't hate him. Why do you guys
Probably
hate
don't
him?
know him very well.
Here's why we hate Chris.
You're right. I
Reagan.
don't know him well at all.
Because A, he has no principles. B, he has
Hey,
nothing
guy.
original, nothing original to say. C, he gave it all up for a piece of aging pussy that probably wasn't that good anyways.
I was just
Yeah.
mad at him for stealing the bleach meme from Leafy, but I want to know why he actually sucks because I don't hate him. He used to
A
follow
lot
me
of
on
people
Twitter and
hate
then he
him because he
unfollowed
gets
me,
so much
which
ass.
does make him somewhat of a piece of shit. But I can't say that
I think it's because
justification.
it's because
the way he treats women. The guy gets.
I don't
so
like the
much
way he
ass.
treats.
He treats them too well.
yeah, Yeah,
He treats him to a little
But
bit.
I gotta.
Yeah.
he's got to take the misogyny pill.
He needs to have more quote retweets saying I fucked this girl.
But seriously, I want to know, Slush and Glink, you guys are passionate about this. This isn't gonna get clipped anymore. It's not like anyone's gonna watch this and be like, "Oh shit, they fucking hate Chris
I
Ray-Gun." We
think
need to
that
find out
he's a
why Glink is so
fake
hating.
little fuck. Okay, listen.
Are we telling the
I'm
story?
gonna tell the
Oh,
story.
Sam, tell it.
shit.
Go for it.
Oh,
All right, listen.
Lev is
VidCon
going
Are you
on.
2019
boys
Just
spilling
gets
tea?
VidCon 2019, Glink, me, our friend Brian, and heck yeah, we got invited to Tro's Airbnb for a party, right? Tro invited us. We walk in, and like Chris Ray-Gun is like right at the front talking to like some girl, and there's some other dude there. I don't recognize who it is.
Wait, you
The
mean
girl-
the right opinion?
Yeah,
Tro?
Tro is the right opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay,
this
so
girl
Chris
like
Ray-Gun was
looks
talking
at
to
us,
Tro.
and I guess she thinks we look weird or something because she's like, "Who are those guys?" And then Chris and Glink, like they kind of know each other. They have like a little bit of a history. They've talked a bunch. Chris looks right at us, stares at us, and looks back at the girl, and they all just ignore us. The next day, we're hanging out in the hotel lobby. outside
Wait,
of
real
the
quick. You
conference.
glossed over the fact that we essentially got shunned out of the party.
Yeah, we pretty much got
despite
shunned
being
out of the
invited
party.
directly by.
It's-
We felt
the
Supposed
so
to
like
be
unwelcome
bros
that we were
before
like, you know what?
hoes.
Let's just fucking leave because like no one said hi to us. It's just fucking awkward. But anyways, the next day, and except the Tro came and was like actually super cool. But anyways, the next day we're hanging out in the hotel lobby outside the conference, and then there's Chris Ray-Gun, who we saw last night, and he comes up to Glink, and he's like, "Glink, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you at all this weekend. How are you
what a
doing?"
shit-eating move.
And it was just like, you
Jeez.
fucking fake fuck. Like, as soon as I saw that, I didn't really have an opinion on Chris Ray-Gun until then. As soon as I saw it, I was like, fuck this guy. This guy's the fakest piece of shit. I don't
Do you
like
feel
him.
the same way, Glink?
at
Do you
all.
not like him?
I mean, I feel what Sam said is completely accurate, and I felt all of that. But to me, it's just like cringy. Like I don't view him as like someone I want to be friends with, but I view it as just like cringy.
Because I see
kind
this
of like,
I see this as like I would be mad if it happened to me, but I wouldn't be that mad because I feel like Slush has been the Smash player at a lot of parties who's experienced this, so it makes him particularly mad. But I do understand. Like I would be pissed. Like that is kind of a cringy thing to do.
I don't like I guess is nepotism the word? I don't like social clout.
It's clout chasey type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's clout
honestly,
chasing
that kind of stuff
bullshit.
doesn't happen at any of the Smash.
Yeah, that didn't
parties
happen at
that
any of the
I've
parties we
It
were
didn't
at. They
happen
were
at
very
Fake
nice.
VidCon.
been. Yeah.
Fake VidCon was awesome. It was excellent.
Yeah,
It was.
No one gave a shit.
Yo, next year. Okay, here's an idea, real quick, since you guys are all here. Lev and Gio and Charles actually too.
Yeah.
You guys should get involved with us to arrange the next. I don't know when it's going to be, but arrange the next sort of in-person meeting because the last one was pretty fun. It was pretty successful.
Yeah,
Hell
Tom
yeah.
was there.
Awesome.
Any
Yeah, I
particular
would love to
any
hang with
particular
everybody.
locations that would work for this?
LA.
Hmm.
L.A., not New York. That's too
I
far.
was
You
thinking
guys hate
somewhere.
LA.
I was thinking somewhere that has a lot of like legal constitutional rights. You know,
Oh, how about
but,
how
West
about
Virginia.
Kansas City?
Florida.
We could go to Kansas.
maybe Austin, Texas?
Okay. I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
You guys
yeah.
are literally all just trying to go to places close to where you live. You pieces of shit. Lev is like New York. 'cause he lives in New
Yo,
York. Link is
I-
like Austin, Texas, because he lives in Las Vegas or whatever.
I've heard.
Why are you
New
holding
Hampshire
a
is
syringe?
based.
I'm legally
Oh.
trapped in my own country, though. That's the
No, not
problem.
anymore.
Actually,
I think
Glink, are you
they're,
from LA?
they're
I
letting
can't
you out,
remember.
aren't they?
I am originally
Mm.
from there, but I don't live there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, did you not take the sacrament, Gio?
No, I'm waiting for the Nova Sacrament.
I
No,
hate to cut
probably
this short,
don't.
but I do have to get going.
Yeah, me too. I was
Oh.
gonna
Yeah, I
say.
got a hard out at 7:32, boys.
All right, gentlemen.
Well, this has been great.
This has been great.
Next time. By the way, how is Tro in real life? I mean, I know he's like a
He's a
left wing
really nice
guy,
guy.
but
He's
he's
nice.
not like, yeah.
He seems a little, maybe a little bit more introverted than some people, but he's a very kind person.
He was
Hmm.
awesome. He was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Yeah.
Florida may be the best bet because it's close
Yes.
enough to New York that I could fly out there, and at the same time, it's I don't know. You guys can make the
It's
journey.
outlaw
Right?
enough for me.
Listen, Lev wants to go. You probably, I hope you get this reference because Florida is like if you died and went to Jew heaven.
It is. I really do.
You know that
yes.
reference? That was
That's
from,
from
that was
Goodfellas.
From Goodfellas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron, I can't live like those women. The best one was the one she's like she lives in a nightgown. Like I love.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
just imagine like Italian women just fucking just like insulting each other like that. Like I've, you know what I mean? Like I can fucking.
You've lived that, I'm sure.
I've lived that. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Oh,
Thank you so much for watching, and patreon.com/break the rules. Become a patron today, and you see this pyramid over here? Okay. If you become a patron and break the rules, you are going to get beautiful wooden sculptures from my father, Alexander Polyakov. And if you're a fan of Styx Hexenhammer 666, who is coming back? Okay. I'm not gonna. Shit. Should I say it? Should I announce it? Okay, I'm not gonna announce it yet.
Only if it's a sure thing.
I mean, I got Geo. I'm not gonna. Don't you fucking dare say who it is. But I got.
Are you guys gonna play Dungeons and Dragons?
I got
with
the
Styx?
confirmation from a certain person today. But let's just wait a little bit till the day of. It's coming soon. But when it's coming, you better bring a towel, okay? That's how intense this is going to be. But anyway, we are also going to have, this is not the event that I talked about right now, but we are also going to have Styx on later on with Jonathan Peugeot. That is happening in, I think, in mid-December. Let me take a look here at the old calendar. So we are going to have Jason Stapleton. Jason Stapleton is coming in tomorrow.
Jason Statement.
Jason, do you know who Jason Stapleton is? He's this libertarian dude who is a big advocate of self-ownership, and we're going to be talking basically how to get all the NEETs to start making their own business. That's going to be
NEETs rise up.
Yes.
That's what we're going to talk about.
Exactly. That is the plan. And here is the link for that. So please make sure you set a reminder. This is happening tomorrow, Jason Stapleton, tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Tuesday. Next, we are going to have John Lakatch coming in. I don't know, Josh, God damn it, Josh Lakatch. He is coming in on Thursday. He did a really interesting podcast with Michael Flynn and General Flynn, and with Mike Ma, and among other people. So he is going to be on, and you could follow him on patreon.com/wrongopinion, wrong op. Next, we are going to have the stream that I'm not going to announce what it is yet, but then we're going to have Lord Miles coming in, who you know from Afghanistan fame. And
nice.
Cool. That's awesome.
And let's see. I'm not going to announce anything else right now, but that is it. You guys can support what this is by becoming a patron. Once again, beautiful magnets for my dad. Fans of Styx Hexenhammer 666 are going to get a beautiful dragon thing. Oh, no, hold on. This is Count Dankula. They're going to get a beautiful dragon sculpture for $50. They're going to get one that's close to this one on the screen. For $20, they're going to get like a smaller wooden magnet version, as well as a random wooden magnet if you are not a fan of Styx. If you just want to support BTR for $20, you're going to get a random magnet. For $30, on top of that, you are going to get a beautiful print from Giovanni Pennacchietti, and you are going to get for $50, like I said before, either the Styx Dragon or the or a custom wooden magnet, whatever you guys want. If not, the Styx Dragon, whatever you guys want, my dad's going to make it. Within reason, of course. And, yeah, who knows? Maybe he can make a turkey Tom-style turkey. Like a turkey with Tom's head on it. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we can...
If he does, I'll fund it. I'll buy it.
Oh, hell yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. We're making good business here. This is the kind of stuff that Jason Stapleton would really appreciate. Okay, so this is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, and of course, the Bob Ross-style painting from none other than Geo. And...
the $50.
Yes, for the $50.
And also go and support Slush, support Glink.
That's right. And
Turkey Tom.
and support
Enjoy some memes
Carl's-
from me.
and support Geo. So you go to youtube.com.
Subscribe to Chris Raygun right now.
Yeah. Let's see
Oh,
what
I
he's got to say
recently-
about PlayStation.
I recently had an amazing stream talking about art and aesthetics with our friend Conscious Car Call.
Nice.
So that's really good. We talk about basically a lot of it was about how the art movement kind of like psyop people with in South Africa back in the 90s. But no, it was pretty good conversation. We're going to do another one. And I think this week I'm also going to be on Drug Cult Gang podcast.
Nice.
So that's going to be nice. Yeah.
And also,
What is
yeah.
going to be the future of all of your works, guys, really quickly before we go? So I guess, let's start. Slush, you go first, and then...
Sorry, I
Anything
wasn't
in
paying
words?
attention.
Oh shit.
Well,
Shill, what's the
wait,
future?
well, I'm gonna shill for Slush for a second because Slush and Glink were kind enough to have me and Cybershell on for a not a stream, for a podcast about the esoteric secrets of Sonic the Hedgehog. So here is a link to that. Please check it out.
Went in deep.
That gush.
Yes, we went in very, very deep. So okay, here we go.
Deep into Rosachu.
Yes, just like that.
Deep into Rouge the Bat.
You know, they're probably made out of helium, now that I think about it. That's how she can fly. You know, otherwise, that's such a weight, you know? It really weighs you down.
Here's the bad started coronavirus.
Exactly. Okay, we're done. There's nothing more to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please follow Glink, Slush, Tom, Charlie Con, Geo, and of course follow me on Twitter at LevPo. I gotta get those numbers up as well. We are gonna start getting way more decentralized than this. We're gonna be doing more Odyssey streams, exclusive Odyssey streams, BTR After Dark, and I'm sure Tom Dark would be a good addition to that as well. We can say whatever we want. We can post any image. All those furry images that you don't want to pop up on your phone are going to be popping up on the screen.
Exactly.
So thank you.
Lev's gonna do a furry porn stream. We're all gonna look at Futanari. No, I'm fucking
We
kidding.
gotta get who's that guy you don't like? The art critic, Geo?
Jerry Saltz.
Yeah, we gotta get Jerry Saltz looking at furry
Jerry
porn.
Saltz reviews Shad. He'd love it though. He like,
If you got a great soy face.
if you go to any of Jerry Salt's like his
Tofurky
Instagram,
Tom.
yeah, like he would love that shit. He probably likes Shadman secretly. Like he's all about the perverted stuff, man.
New video about Shad, hopefully in the next 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Oh!
If I can get it out.
Wait, is he
Why did he get arrested? By the way, I don't.
not for the reason you think.
It was
Oh.
assault, yeah, with a deadly weapon.
Oh my god! Against a specific person, or?
I don't know. I don't know the details of the charge.
Oh man.
The police know, I guess.
Oh well.
But he got bailed out, so.
Can you contact the police? I mean, this is public information, isn't it?
I don't think they would tell me. I don't think they would tell me like who he hit or whatever, who he hurt.
Although there should be like a Freedom of Information Act. I don't know. Okay, this podcast is over. Thank you guys.
Well, yeah, maybe. Would there be like a press release? Because I haven't seen anything. In fairness, I haven't really looked, but I guess on this particular issue, like without really getting into the video, like I just saw that like Null posted that happened, and I was like, okay, I'll just make sure this is real, and then that was real, and I was like, okay, well, what else am I supposed to look into?
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching.